Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Matchday Live here on the Toon Review, your number one channel for Newcastle United commentary as we take on Wolves at Molineux in half an hour's time. As usual, I am joined by Billy Bob for the game, but if you do enjoy today's show, please do give it the thumbs up. And of course, if you're new and you like what you see, why not subscribe? You do need to be a subscriber on Matchday Live to take part in the chat. So hit that subscribe button. It is free to do so. And also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload or a live show. You can support the channel in two ways, of course. First one is membership by hitting that join button underneath the pair of us. And, of course, super chats, which is just under the live chat. That is the $sign, and that will guarantee your comment to be read out on the show. Janet Percy is a new member of the channel. Welcome to the membership family, Janet, and thank you for your, your constant and, what's the word I'm looking for, Billy?
Welcome patronship.
Dedication, yes, and patronship, that's right. Good afternoon, Billy.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to all those Newcastle United supporters out there in Viewerland.
And how are we doing on this Sunday afternoon?
Yeah, really good. Really looking forward to this. Sunday afternoon. I don't like Saturdays where we don't play, so I don't watch Matchday on the Saturdays.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Sunday night, last game of the weekend. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, let's dive straight in and, of course, give you the lineups. This is how the Toon line up this afternoon in no particular order. Nick Pope, Fabian Schär, Joe Linton, Gordon, Isak, Hall, Livramento, Murphy, Byrne, Longstaff, and, of course, the skipper, Bruno. And on the bench is Dubravka returning, Trippier, Tonali, Barnes, Kraft, Asula, Almiron, Kelly, and Willock. Your thoughts, Billy?
A very strong bench, I have to say.
Indeed, yeah.
We didn't predict that. Well, myself and Stato predicted that Longstaff would keep his place, and he'd be rested for another week, and next week he'll probably be starting. But with Tonali, but yeah, nice to see Hall in, nice to see Schär back. Bit perplexed about the Barnes one, I have to say. Scoring in the last game and then not just getting dropped to the bench. I'm sure he's not going to be very happy about that.
Being one of our better players as well. Let's be fair to Harvey Barnes, Bill.
Yeah, Tonali and Barnes one a bit perplexing, but it's Eddie Howe, and the proof of the pudding will be in the eating. If we get 3 points, we can hardly criticise, can we?
It certainly will. But great to see Willock back on the bench as well, Billy.
Yeah, brilliant. That's brilliant news for us. If we need an injection of energy around the 67th minute time, then he'll be in and ready to go, won't he?
He will. This is how the home side line up. Johnston in goal, Semedo, Mosquera, Dawson, Nouri, Lamina, Andre, Gomez, Bellegarde, Cunha, and Strand Larson. Your thoughts on that lineup, Billy?
Well, I've moved Nouri back to fullback, but you'll see him in an attacking role. He's a really, really good player.
Yeah,
both fullbacks are, in fact. The Brazilian Andre's debut today. Don't know what it's going to be like, but it'll be interesting to see. But I think it's a side we can beat, I've got to be honest.
Of course, our nemesis, Mr. Wang, is starting on the subs bench, Billy.
Yeah, they've got some good players on that bench. They've got Sarabia there as well, and Doyle that they got from Man City. So, and Guedes, of course, been there for years. And of course, they changed goalkeepers this season. Johnston's in for Sarr.
Johnston, yeah.
They had a mistake in him, Sarr, didn't they? But yeah.
Yeah, but it's always been known as the draw derby, this one, for quite some time. I think last time Newcastle won down there was, of course, Mr. Gutierrez solo run and finish, which led to Newcastle winning down there. Now, just before, obviously, just a reminder, guys, that I am watching this through Now TV, so I am going to be slightly behind Sky. So Billy pauses just before the kickoff. So if you all want to watch along with us at our time, then please just pause your TV before we kick off. And then when I say, right, we're underway, just hit play and we'll all be in sync for the match all the way through. Please, no spoilers in the chat. If you put spoilers in, the mods will simply remove it. Don't spoil it for everybody else, but everybody's a subscriber in the chat today. So hopefully everyone adheres to the rules and doesn't put spoilers in. But if you want to watch along with us, just pause your TV before kickoff because I'll be slightly behind online. And then just wait till I say we're underway, hit play, and we are all in sync. NUFC Ollie has been a member for 16 months on the channel. Thank you for your dedication, Ollie. Hello, lads. Did you see Tonali's interview? English is amazing after 1 year, unlike some of our other players who have been here longer. Brackets Miggy.
perhaps a bit more intelligent than Miguel.
Chipper says Mitrovic scored in a 1-0 win, Paul, when we were in the... I'm talking about the Premier League. Who gives a toss about the Championship? Matt says, with this starting lineup already, who the subs are going to be in the second half. I like Murphy, but Barnes is better. I mean, look, obviously we've been calling out for a rotational squad, Billy, which is exactly what he's doing today. He's rotating. But I'm a bit disappointed that, Harvey Barnes, who, we all wanted to see have a good run in the side and see what he can do. And to be fair to Harvey, he's been doing it and he's back on the bench.
Yeah, well, I'm amazed, actually, he's been dropped. Feel sorry for the lad because it took him a long time to get himself going. And now he has got himself going. He's getting dropped to the bench again. It's odd. Although I think Anthony Gordon is much better on the left-hand side than what he is on the right.
Yeah.
Still, if you fit the two in, I think we're stronger as an attacking three with Gordon right and Barnes left and Isak through the middle.
Yeah. Derek is watching from Cape Town. Welcome, Derek. 3-0 to the Toon. To be fair, shifting Gordon to the right hurts his game a lot, so I don't mind Barnes coming on at 8 o'clock to run at tired legs. I mean, it's obviously tactical, Billy, isn't it? I mean, he's got Murphy there. Murphy does a lot defensively, and he'd be there to help out Livramento.
And I think that's why Murphy's in, because of the threat of Aït-Nouri on their left-hand side.
Yeah, I'm not happy Tonali's playing, Billy. I've got to be honest. I know why he's not in the side, but I disagree with it.
We all want him to play.
We want to see our best side out there.
Of course we do. But this is Eddie Howe. He's pragmatic, isn't he?
Yeah.
And maybe he's been told by the medical team not to rush him too quickly. And that's why we've got Steve Bunce, not Steve Bunce. I keep saying Steve Bunce, it's James Bunce, isn't it?
Yeah.
Since we've got James Bunce in the setup for is to kind of advise as and when players can play.
Is Steve Bunce the
boxing bloke?
Yeah.
Don't want him involved.
Alex says, hope tidiness doesn't take its toll. Sorry, Paul. On the international players. Yes, the away game at Wolves is known as the Toll Derby as well. Yes, the M6 Toll. Bomb it! Dowsy says, afternoon, lads. The wonderful ladies and gents of the TDR community. Am I right thinking if we thrash Wolves, we can take second in the Premier League?
We can. If we win by 3 goals, we'll go second.
Yeah. So
let's just get a win first, eh? Let's not concentrate on that.
Yeah, let's just win the game. 3 points will be fine. Good to see Willock fit again, says Roy. Kevin says, afternoon, Paul, Billy, Alex, and Sam. I've been a member 18 months now. Come on the Toon 3-1. Thank you for that, Kevin. I'd have benched Gordon, says Claire. Oh.
After his international performances, he's been pretty good for England. I mean, his confidence is sky high at the minute, I would imagine. We were kind of bemoaning how he was playing before the international break. His international breaks, it's been a confidence boost for him. So I think now's not the time to bench him. I think he's on a wave at the minute.
Yeah, absolutely. Brian's been a member for an incredible 32 months on the channel. Thank you so much, Brian. That's amazing. Away and third kit arrive Friday. Need to win to cap off a great birthday weekend. Well, happy birthday, Brian. Hope you've had a cracker. And we hope that Newcastle United are able to give you that fantastic finish to your birthday weekend. We are in the away kit today, Billy, I do believe. Our first showing of it.
Yeah, I mean, we wore the greens with the one last year, didn't we, the year before, when Matchday scored that volley?
We did. Yeah, and it was the snot green last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, we should have won last year, didn't we? Let a goal in really late, didn't we?
Just, awful. Wacky says, I've got £6.10 on Willock to get injured while warming up on the touchline. Yes, there they come. Len says, a typical house selection. Claire, Barnes is too good to be a sub, especially when Gordon has been poor. Slothy Vlogs, Longstaff is the first name on the team sheet. Chrissy says, Paul, what do you think about the government trying to get the clause into the Premier League? Listen, politics should stay out of football as far as I'm concerned, but we know it kind of doesn't at times.
They're trying to get fans, they're trying to stop, basically, like Mark Ashley coming in. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
And get more fan involvement in board level. So I'm all for it, personally.
It might not be a bad thing, but we'll see how it develops, because sometimes they've got good ideas, but the good ideas turn into
I mean, it was originally stated by the last government, so I mean, it's kind of a unified opinion in Parliament, which is strange for Parliament, isn't it?
It is, yeah. If Gordon gets injured and Barnes is already on, we have nobody, and if both get injured, we're screwed. Well, yeah, but we can't keep thinking that now.
We'll have Joe Linton play on the left. We'll look at Joe Linton play on the left. We've got Composer thought Almond on the bench if we need him.
Yeah. Stephen says, Tonali on fire, Barnes on fire, yet they ain't playing. Dean says, the reason why is Eddie has favourites.
It's a gamble. It's a gamble for him.
It is a gamble because if it goes wrong today, Billy, it will be called out. Of course it will. Why isn't he playing our strongest team? We should be when we're not in Europe. There's no excuse.
It's a brave selection.
It is.
2 hours' time, we'll know if it's a good selection or not.
Well, we will. Nick Thornton, a member for 17 months. Thank you, Nick. Very kind of you. Negative Eddie again, backing himself into a corner if we don't take all 3 points. David says, hello, everyone. Wonder if the Sky commentary will be less than flattering, perhaps. 2-1 for the Toon for me. Well, turn it off, watch the game, listen to our commentary. That's the best way to do it when they're live on TV is, of course, just turn the commentary off and listen to proper commentary.
If they ever go to the game, they're still rumbling on about the North London derby.
Well, there's a surprise. There's a surprise. James says, I know Willock must be fit to get on the bench, but I'm happy to not rush him. I don't think he will, but it's an option, isn't it, Billy? I mean, we've seen there that we have a very, very strong bench this afternoon. So if things don't particularly go well, we do have game changers on the bench.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, absolutely. It's something that we haven't had ever since Eddie Howe got here, really. Even in the season we finished 4th, he was hamstrung by what he had on the bench. And now we've got 5 players we can bring on if we need to change it if we need to.
Yeah,
but I'm hoping that isn't the case. I think we can win with our starting 11, if I'm perfectly honest.
Jazz says, don't agree. Tonali defo looks fit enough to play. It's just Eddie's Southgate tendencies coming through. Trevor says 3-1, very popular. My prediction too, but yeah, a 1-0 win will do for me. No, if we win 3-0 going second would be excellent. Let's do it. I mean, it'd be a hell of a confidence boost to finish the weekend in second in the Premier League, given that we really haven't been at the races for quite some time, but we are picking up points. The sign of a very good side, Billy.
It was due a performance. Let's be honest. There haven't been any great performances this season so far. We've been, again, we've been resilient defensively, but we haven't scored many goals and we've looked dodgy at times, giving the ball away quite a lot. Let's hope today all clicks and we can go ahead and get a great result.
And Angry Bob's right there as well. We need to see Isak perform, bring his international form to his club side. Laura says, I'm all for seeing us rotate and not grind players into the ground. Wolves is a winnable game. If we can win with Longstaff and Murphy, let's keep Tonali and co for more difficult games. On the bright side, he's picked Lewis Hall to start. Yes, indeed. That is very bright to see. Sky are playing favourites again with Arsenal still being shown. Had it been us, it would have switched matches by now. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
100%. I mean, last week they did, didn't they?
We know how it works with Sky. It's never going to change. Davey T, who's been a member for 20 months now. Thank you very much, Davey. Loved the 20 months. Judged on results. Over to you, Eddie.
There you go. That's exactly what the point is. If we lose today, he's opened himself up to some criticism.
He is. 100% he is. Brian says he's watching from the Philippines. 3-0 to the Toon. Again, we are worldwide today, Billy. I hope Gordon brings it today as he's had enough games plus the boost from starting international games to give him a confidence boost.
Him and Isak together, actually. I think the two of them have had great international breaks. And let's hope they bring that into this game today. Because if they do, we'll destroy these.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Janet says, I've just subscribed. Love the chat on here. Thank you, Janet. Or Jeanette. I hope I haven't got that wrong. Scott says, morning from California. 2-1 win today. You can book that. Well, Scott, I hope you have looked into that fantastic crystal ball. Jeff Devlin says, evening all. See, we're unhappy already. It just wouldn't be the same without you. You're the one that puts the negative spin on it. I don't know why you bother watching sometimes. I really don't. But I mean, when have we... There's no negative. There's just people saying they're unhappy with Tonali not playing and things like that. But it's a strong side. We've said that. Steve says, guys, any selection ideas have cost us in the past. I'm not happy Tonali and Bruno Barnes starting on the bench. What did we pay for them? Total. Willock's still recovering. And Burn is too old now. Look, what I will say is let's just see how we go. We've got a very strong lineup out there. Let's be fair. I know, a couple of top stars are on the bench, but we have got a very strong side out today. And
Dan Burn's had a fantastic season so far. I mean, we've criticised a few players, but Dan Burn, you can't criticise him at all. He's been outstanding in every game he played.
And Wolves have been bull rot. So, it's an opportunity for us to go out there, get a few goals, and if we win by 3, we go second in the league. Let's just go for this game. What I don't want to see is us sitting back or getting a good start, Billy, getting a goal ahead and then sitting back again, because that's what we've tended to do when we've gone in front.
100%. With that attacking lineup, with Grimesh and Joe Linton, Gordon, Isaac, them four, keeping the ball, making chances, scoring goals, keep your foot on the throat, get a big win. Do you remember the first time we wore that kit in our 95-96 season?
Sheffield Wednesday, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, Ginola.
Ginola with a fantastic curl in the bottom corner. What was Martin Tyler's quote? He said the footballer with film star looks or something, wasn't it? Stato joins us just before kickoff. Alex, hello.
Hello, how are we doing?
We're all right. What do you make of the team?
Expected from my end. I did think we were going to get some technicians back into the side with Fabian Schär returning. Yeah. There was a sort of a flip of the coin whether it was going to be Hall comes in, Tonali comes in to give us a bit more technical quality. But I think we always knew deep down Eddie Howe was going to play some of his grafters, whether that's Murphy, Longstaff, Kelly. He was going to pick some of the grafters and some of the technical players, and he's done just that. He's put in a little blend of both. So fingers crossed. It's fine and it works.
By the way, Arsenal winning the North London derby by a goal to nil. Tottenham fans not happy. It's just not looking great for them. David says, "Let's go, boys. Good time to play, Wolves. Don't know how many 1-1 draws we've had with these over the years, but fancy a win today. Make no mistake, though. First half, they're going to go for it. It's important, Alex, that we start well today. But if we do get an early goal, we were just saying, hopefully this time we don't sit back in our shell, which we tended to do early this season. Just go for it."
Yeah, we'll have to feel out the game. They're not a pushover, Wolves, by any stretch of the imagination. I think the results maybe do them a little bit dirty. Larson, the new forward, Mateus Cunha is amazing as well up front. They're not bad. We know Nuri, the left, who's moved to left back today, which is going to be interesting. So him against Jacob Murphy. So maybe that's one of the reasons why Jacob Murphy's playing for that sort of defensive thing. We talked about this in the preview, that they were very left side dominant the last couple of matches with Nuri, with his technical ability and his dribbling. So Andre in midfield's very solid for them. So yeah, it will be interesting to see who's got the lion's share of possession, because they're not a poor team. Technical wise, they can keep the ball, they can pass it around. So we've got to be switched on. Longstaff's going to have to do his part as well. We can't have any rusty. Well, we can have some rust, but we don't. You get 4 or 5 games in now. If we include the cup games, cobweb should be off. We want clean, crisp passes. We want quick movement. We want everybody to be switched on. We don't want to be going. We don't want to be getting into half time going, "Oh, we need to switch on a bit more. We need to wake up." We want players to be ready from the get go and firing. So fingers crossed.
Hustler says, "How showing his loyalty to Longstaff as always. To be fair, Longstaff has had a good start to the season, but it was never a doubt he'd be starting." Joe says, as I said the other day, this international break has actually helped us with confidence levels. Well, let's hope so when we kick off in just over 10 minutes' time. Niall says, "Eddie is going to, like a superstar, if they come on, Barnes and Tonali help us win. People are quick to forget he didn't start with his best team." Jam Stasher, "The problem with this lineup is if we win, Eddie will back this lineup at Liverpool, at Arsenal, at Man City, at Chelsea, at Man U, and we'll all wonder why we can't win away versus the top teams." Angry Bob says, "Anyone see how good Anderson was yesterday? That's a player Eddie could have get a tune out of, yet bossed it versus Liverpool." He did play well.
Doing Eddie a disservice. Anderson was okay under us. It's just a different role.
Yeah, Anderson's playing in the role that he probably was meant to be honest. And he's good luck to him. Nottingham Forest, they soaked up a lot of pressure yesterday and then went and won the game. I mean, absolutely well done to them. It was a fantastic result for them. Simon says, "I'm watching in Albania. Last 2 games I watched abroad, 8-0 Sheffield and 4-1 Chelsea. Let's hope for another big win." Well, Simon, I hope you are right, my friend. Charlie, good afternoon. We hope you're all well. Hopefully you are as well. Caleb is 1 month old today. Yeah, I saw the photos this morning. Great to have you back on our telly. Thanks, Charlie. Tristan says, "I don't mind Tonali not starting today. Nobody going after Pep for sitting Rodri and Foden. Burner's done very well, but his lack of pace makes us very vulnerable."
as a centre half.
I think Burns done all right at centre half. I think he's played very well this season. Certainly is. I mean, look, he had one little dicey thing, wasn't it, against Spurs when he passed it across his own penalty area straight to an opposition player. But he got back and he recovered. He made a fantastic recovery tackle. Share's back today as well. So I think that will certainly strengthen us up, Billy.
Yeah, definitely from a technical point of view. The passing ability from the back. I don't think we'll be getting pressurised as much as what we have been. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Share's return, to be honest. It's been a massive loss to us, even though we defended well. We haven't looked as good going forward, have we? So,
yeah, I mean, we always knew that as soon as Share was fit, he'd be back in. I don't know what it is with the weather down there, Billy, but every time we go to Wolves, the weather's absolutely shocking.
It's a bit grey. I've got to say, it's a bit grey. I've had a bacon sandwich this morning in tribute to the Wolves fixture.
You're such a twat, Billy. You really are. You really, really are. I got soaked, when I was there. So it just seems to be. It's just Wolverhampton's a miserable place. It just you go into Wolverhampton, you're immediately depressed. I don't know what it is about that place. It's the same as Milton Keynes. Marcus says, do you think it's Eddie playing his favourites, or has he seen something in training and has something up his wizard sleeve? That's one for Billy. 150k a week for Kelly sitting on the bench. Kelly over Burns, says LG.
It's not about that though, is it?
No,
Burn has different skill sets.
Wages. Yeah. It's
about the best player for the, Burns been with us for a long time, understands the system inside out, is a leader on the pitch. And I think people are doing him a little bit dirty as a centre half. I don't think there's anything wrong with Burns as a centre half.
No, I don't.
He can't play out as much as Botman can, but okay, Botman's not available, so I don't think there's massive differences between Kelly and Burn in terms of. I guess there is a little bit in passing quality. Kelly's got a bit more oomph, but then Burn gives you a lot more in headers and just sheer domination over anybody around him physically. And for people slagging off his pace as a centre half, it's not as bad because his positioning's generally quite good. And I tell you what, if you put Sven Botman and Dan Burn in a little 40-yard dash, I think a few people would be surprised about who would win that.
It's certainly the way Botman.
I don't think they're too dissimilar.
However, let's remember as well, Alex, we've got two very pacey fullbacks who can also help out. We've got pace at both fullback positions as well. But I think centre of defence is more about positional play for me. You position yourself right. What's the matter, Billy?
Just seen Charlie Hull on telly, the women ladies golfer. Good grief, it must be cold where she's playing. And I know it isn't because they're in America.
Well, they've got a pyrotechnic show at the Molyneux.
Yeah, I like their pre-match thing. They like showing the flames and everything. I quite like that. Kim Davison has been a member for 6 months. Thank you very much, Kim. Lesnide says Arsenal organised and disciplined. I would like to pick up a point here. Watching that game, they played very similarly to how we played against Tottenham. And Arsenal are getting all the plaudits. It's strange how that works because we played a similar game and won, yet we don't get the same sort of plaudits that the Arsenal do.
Yeah, Spurs are one of the most technical teams in the league, and there is no shame in adapting to that. Trying to play them at their own game. Ange is very good at how he sets up his teams in that regard. So it's not, you don't have to out-possession somebody to win the match.
Dan Madgen has been a member for 2 months. Thank you, Dan, for your support. 3-0 today and end the week in second. How are the lads? It's a big incentive. It's a big incentive. Mark Davison, just listening from Nicaragua. Wow. I think it is now down to players to perform. Cannot blame Eddie if they do not try. We need more from Gordon and Isak. We just say before you came on, Alex, it will be nice to see Isak convert that Swedish form into a black and white shirt, wouldn't it?
It would indeed. I think he's been frustrating to watch off the ball so far this season, with his losing all of his duels and poor in the air. That is an aspect of his game that I'd love to see improve. Because if he can improve that, you start talking about one of the best players in the world. If he can add that, it's similar to what we say about Bruno. If Bruno was rapid, he would be one of the best players in the world, but he's got bits missing from his game to be, at that level potentially. And Isak definitely, I feel, needs to do more for us off the ball in an away fixture as well. However, that being said, he is filthy on the ball. The fact that he's quite comfortable taking a 30-yard chip on from outside the box on the ball, he's just in a freakish mood at the moment. He's happy to try and score from anywhere and out of any situation. So I want to try and get him on the ball a bit more today, and hopefully we can get a bit more out of him physically, and just even if it's 2 or 3 more duels, it's not a lot, but it will give us more of the ball. More control of the game. We just need everybody to turn up today physically as well.
I think the main thing, Billy, is that he competes in the air. That's what he just doesn't seem to want to jump for anything.
Well, Craig Dawson and his partner will be, they'll be happy to have the ball in the air, but get on the floor, because I think Alexander Isak can run past them with ease and score today.
He can, yeah, absolutely. That's going to be where I think this game can be won, is him going against those 2 centre backs of Wolves.
But just to add some stats to that, Paul, in case anybody pings me up on that, Alexander Isak at the moment is in the 11th percentile for aerial duels won, which is 0.53 per 90. So he wins an aerial duel every 2 matches. That's not good enough at the moment. We could do with him improving that. Yeah, that's off 2,500 minutes of data. So that's not just me plucking something out of thin air. He's poor in the air. So we could do with a little bit more off the ball from him, really.
Yeah. Aditya, listening from India, in case we are competing for obscure places. Yeah, it's nice to know where people are watching from.
I want to say India was obscure. It's quite a big place.
It's a large country, that one, isn't it? Would love to see Gordon back to his best starting now. How are the lads? Steve says, oh, bloody hell, see, Sandro and Harvey have been rewarded for their recent good form by not making our starting 11. Eddie's such a stubborn bugger sometimes. Hope he gets it right or shit will fly. It is a risk. Billy said earlier, Alex, it's a risky starting lineup. But what it does do, we've got a very, very strong bench going into this game, and we've got game changers on that bench.
Yeah, it's a nice issue to have. It, if he's gone with this side for a bit more balance, fair enough. But the fact that we're able to bring on players like Kieran Trippier, Sandro Tonali, and Harvey Barnes, and Joe Willock, all off the bench, and there's more on there as well. We could make 3 to 5 very high level changes that are most of them are Champions League quality players. It's a nice I say issue to have. It's not an issue. It's just we're not used to that. Last year we had sort of 3 or 4 academy players and several keepers on the bench. So this is weird for us. We're still getting used to it. But it means if it's not going right, we can throw the kitchen sink. Well, with our bench, we can throw several kitchen sinks.
If we play to our potential, even with this starting lineup, we should beat Wolves, because we've played in patches this season, some very nice football, just putting it together for a longer period of time. Dan Robinson, thank you for your super chat. Evening, lads, been a while. Let's just have a good game, beat these guys and keep the momentum going. We just need to get at them and show some fire. Absolutely. Fire.
Well, I'm going to disappear because I'm full of cold, so I'm not going to cough at you all stream. So I'll join
it's all right. See you at halftime, Eddie.
All right,
so Alex will be back, of course, at half-time. Graham Ritchie, another super chat from Graham. Thank you. Greetings from the Cayman Islands. I feel good about the game today. 2-1 win. How are the lads? Indeed. I mean, look, Billy, people want us to win 3-0 and advance and be second in the table, which will be fantastic, seeing us back in second position. Very early days, of course, but it gives you that boost, doesn't it? Just to keep it going.
Absolutely. And if we win today, it will set us up nicely for next weekend at Fulham. I've just noted people criticising Anthony Gordon. He's created 8 chances this season for us already in 3 games. So, we're not far from kickoff now, Paul.
We are. I'll just tell you where I'm at, Billy. I'm just seeing us going into the huddle.
Well, I'm way ahead. I'll pause it then.
Right. So if you get the kickoff before me, ladies and gents, hit the pause button. And, of course, when I say, right, we're underway, hit the play button on your TV and we will all be in sync. Yes, I'm a little bit behind because I don't have Sky in the studio at the minute, so I'm watching it through Now TV. So please do pause your TV, and as soon as we kick off, I'll say, right, we're underway, and all press play and we'll be in sync. No spoilers, please. It is going to be Newcastle to kick us off. We're just waiting for the go-ahead. Just seeing Eddie Howe have a quick chat there with Jason Tindell, and Isak is ready to go. And We are underway at Molineux. All hit play, guys, and we will all be in sync now. Here we go. I'll even make the scoreboard big there, Billy, without me forgetting. So we're underway. Are you sticking by your prediction, Billy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, at the moment, it's Lewis Hall on the ball for Newcastle into Bruno. Joe Linton holding off 2 Wolves players. Wolves pressing very hard already. Cher plays it out wide now to Jacob Murphy. First touch of the game for Jacob. Cuts inside. Plays a nice ball across to Lewis Hall. Hall's in a lot of space. Gives it off to Anthony Gordon now. Gordon back on the left-hand side, of course. Dowsy, thank you for your super chat. 3-0 to the Toon. How are the lads? And Newcastle having a lot of possession in the opening minute of this game. Bruno now. Longstaff to Livramento, just inside the Wolves half. Plays it out wide to Jacob Murphy, of course. Murphy now cuts inside. Support from Isak. Isak tried a little back flick there to try and play in. Sean Longstaff didn't quite come off there, Bill.
No, but we've started well. Jacob Murphy with 2 positive touches, and the press is on the look of it.
Yeah, we are pressing, definitely, which is a very good sign, because when we're pressing, Billy, it's suddenly, we look really up for it, don't we?
100%, yeah.
But we're in possession again. Byrne plays it out wide now for Lewis Hall. Hall down the line again. Now Joe Linton. Gordon in front of him. Gordon back to Lewis Hall. Very confident start this by Newcastle United, which we were hoping we would see.
We've had this the previous 3 games, just fades off after about 3 or 4 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what we want to see, though. Keep it going this time.
Yeah.
Murphy, beautiful run by Isak. Isak now just tried to take it down his head. A little heavy touch, but he's in possession now. Forced a bit further wide. Now Livramento back to Isak. Plenty in front of him. Isak. And, well, Bruno's going to have to turn and go back to Dan Byrne.
Yeah, Isak lost momentum, didn't he?
He did there, but he put his arms out as if to say, where is everyone? There was 5 Newcastle players around him. Here's Anthony Gordon, though, skipping inside. Lays it off to Bruno. Bruno to the far side of the box, headed away. And it was a very, very good defensive header, that, because Bruno's cross was brilliant. And a good block by Tino Livramento, and it goes for a goal kick, Billy.
Very good start. And Jacob Murphy has a positive first 2 touches.
He has. That bodes well, Billy.
Fully intended. He's going to make a 9 out of 10 performance for us today.
Yeah. Isak's just putting his arms out again, Billy. I'm not sure why.
No, I'm not sure either.
I mean, it was a poor touch from him in the first place. He tried to bring it down with his head, of course, and he took a very, very heavy touch, which forced him very wide. As we're looking at Barnes and Trippier in conversation there on the Newcastle bench, and Sam Johnston with the goal kick for Wolves. And that's a very, very good tackle there. Cunha tried to get round, but good work from Newcastle's midfield. And now Bruno has it again for Newcastle. He'll bring it over the halfway line into Anthony Gordon. Lewis Hall's made a brilliant run down the left, but wasn't spotted. Joe Linton now finally finds Lewis Hall. Strange that Bruno didn't see him there, Billy, because he made a brilliant run.
Yeah, he's usually really got his eyes open, isn't he? But in that case, he was looking the other way, wasn't he? But it's unfortunate. But we've still maintained possession. We haven't given the ball away at all yet, really, from passes. So
no. Coming up to 3 minutes 40 on our stream if you want to pause and wait for us. I think most people did that at the start and they're quite level with us. Here's Longstaff. Nice ball out to Jacob Murphy into the box. Murphy tries to thunder across and it's blocked by Itnuri, and Newcastle United have the first corner of the game, or is it a throw? It's a throw-in.
I think it's a throw, but it's an excellent start, isn't it?
It is. Good ball by Longstaff, that, finding Murphy. Very, very positive. Livramento with the throw-in for Newcastle. Murphy. His touch wasn't great, but he did find Livramento. It did get there. And Murphy taken out there after the ball was played, and the referee just waves play on. I mean, that had to be a foul. Great work by Joe Linton, though. Fantastic work to get back. Couldn't you complain to the referee? I don't know what for, because Joe Linton made up around 10 yards there, Billy,
I think
to win that back.
To a team that he didn't get a shout that a man on or something.
Right. Yeah. Here's Anthony Gordon down the left-hand side. Inside for Bruno. Tries to play the 1-2 with Gordon. Gordon gets away. In comes the cross. Isak brings it down. Swings a left foot. It's well blocked. Hall nods it down now to Joe Linton. Joe Linton, who's had a fabulous first 5 minutes, Billy, looks really hungry today, the big Brazilian, and it's now back with Dan Byrne. But Joe Linton's everywhere at the minute.
It's just all of them are just playing really, really well.
Yeah.
We're just not getting chances created as yet. But I mean, that was a great move there. Good block from the Wolves defender.
I think initially Gordon was blocked off, wasn't he, when he tried to? But the defender realised that he was in the penalty box and had to let him go. It's back with Nick Pope at the moment. But a very, very good first 5 minutes for Newcastle here at Molineux. No goals yet, but very, very positive stuff.
Well, I imagine the possession stats will be very interesting. It'll be something like 94%, I imagine.
What a ball from Fabian Schär. Boy, have we missed that. Murphy gives chase, but
skipped on, didn't it?
Dawson back there to get it back to Johnston. He lets it go. Well, there's Joe Linton again. Brings it down and taps it back to Dan Byrne, who will leave it for His Holiness, who just rolls it to Fabian Schär. I mean, we've missed that, Billy, haven't we? The way Schär picks the ball up, comes out of the defence, plays the long ball, sets us on the attack pretty much straight away.
It was unfortunate the ball skipped off the greasy turf, wasn't it?
Yeah. Here's Lewis Hall on the other side now. Into Gordon. Gordon, that's not a great ball from Gordon. He's overhit that. And Wolves now with Cunha. Gordon does try and get back. Cunha's kicked it straight out of play for a throw into Newcastle. And they get on it with it very quickly. But two, again, skidded off the turf there ahead of Anthony Gordon. It was the right idea from Lewis Hall, but that's a ball over the top. But there is Nick Pope straight out of his goal to catch it and straight out to Lewis Hall. I mean, there's been no break at all in this game so far, Billy.
We've looked a very good side for the first 6.5 minutes, I've got to say.
We have. Oh, Isak, brilliant ball through. Murphy's shot is tipped over the bar.
Oh,
it was a brilliant move from Newcastle United. Great run from Murphy, cutting right across the back line. Isak saw that run, played him in, and Sam Johnston tips it over the bar. Murphy stays on side. Great ball through. Takes it first time, and he just got fingertips to it, Billy.
He tried to chip him, hasn't he? It's a great effort. Yeah. And
it's a good save, actually. It's a really good save.
Johnson's just got his nearest to fingertips to, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Great effort. Great move. Great play from Isak. Great effort from Murphy.
I mean, that's what we want to see, cutting across the back line like that, Billy. It makes it very difficult for the defenders to pick him up. Anyway, it's a corner now, which Anthony Gordon will take. And he takes a short one, lays it off to Jacob Murphy. Murphy to the edge of the box now, Lewis Hall. Hall will swing the ball in, but it's deflected and into the arms of Sam Johnston.
Yeah, training ground routine.
It was, work. Yeah. No, I took a slight deflection, didn't it, when Lewis Hall crossed the ball, unfortunately. But difficult for Murphy because he was on his left foot, but he did get a very good connection on it.
Yeah, and he had two players either side. Oh!
I'll tell you what. And now Wolves finally have the ball.
Lucky bastards.
But again, look at the press. Hounding them. But now a bit of space to bring it away for Andre. And Wolves could be... Oh, great interception, Joe Linton. The ball played through, looking for the run of Cunha, but Joe Linton said, nay. And he takes the ball. Referee gets in the way of Longstaff's pass. And the whistle blows.
Brilliant anticipation from reading the game then, Joe Linton. Really outstanding to get himself in that position.
He looks hungry today, does Big Joe, doesn't he? He's had a couple of, not so great games, and my God, he's all over the place. Oh, that's a very late one on Lewis Hall. Sorry, Anthony Gordon. That's a shocker, but the referee allows play to go on. Isak. Oh, lovely turn from Isak to get away. And now it's down the left with Joe Linton. Isak makes a run forward. Isak in the left wing position now, tried to skip around number 14, who is Mosquera, but he won the ball, throw it to Newcastle. What a 10 minutes, Billy.
Yeah, it's been outstanding, hasn't it? It really has. Really been outstanding. Look very dangerous.
We do indeed. And of course, the whole lower tier of the whole of that stand is covered by away fans. Takes away a little bit of the away atmosphere, that does, Billy. When I was there, instead of being in all one place, they've got the whole length of the stand. Which is just underneath the executive boxes for Wolves, which I find astounding because the amount of abuse that those people in them boxes get. And here's Livramento now. Oh, well, he looked like he had his shirt pulled there.
He tried
to play in Longstaff. Nothing given. Livramento did well to get away there. He was pulled back and referee says no.
Well, did he give a free kick? Yeah, I think, or maybe one.
I think we've had one, yeah. But, I mean, we have had a couple of sort of advantages in our favour. That's a ball played behind, and Nick Pope comes out. Very well played again. Strand Larsen made the run there, Billy, and Cher was beaten there. He got round him, played the ball through quite easily.
Went to sleep, didn't he?
Yep. Longstaff knocks it back to Nick Pope, who slices the ball high into the sky. It's brought down by Gomez. Gomez into Cunha. Cunha's got a runner on the right-hand side. Plays it out there now. Lewis Hall comes to meet him. Semedo is on the right-hand side, but good work by Lewis Hall. Forced him back. Gomez now for Wolves. Plays it out to this left-hand side where it is Nuri. And number 27 is Bellegarde. And now Wolves have got, I think, Billy, this is the first little bit of possession that Wolves have had in the game.
Yeah,
that's a fantastic ball out to Semedo on the right-hand side. And he skips inside the Lewis Hall. Semedo onto his left foot, drives in a shot straight at His Holiness Nick Pope. And very easy to gather. But that's just a warning there of what Semedo can do from that right-hand side, Bill.
Both fullbacks are dangerous. Yeah, they really are. They get forward and they've both got pace. Both like to get forward. That's the first time we've seen Semedo in such an advanced position now. But
we need to keep this up, Billy. We don't want to sink back again and let Wolves into this game because that's what we've done in previous games, hasn't it? Just sort of a brilliant start. Oh, Nick Pope, Jesus Christ, I've just literally shit a bit of poo out. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, he lost control, didn't he?
Dear God. Anyway, Cher brings it away. Beautiful ball out to the left-hand side for Lewis Hall, just inside the Wolves half now. Inside to Joe Linton. Joe Linton, little spin on the ball. He can play he just knocks the Wolves player out the way there, Big Joe. Here he is again. Joe Linton moving forward, plays in Longstaff. That's a very good tackle. I think it's Nuri who made that tackle. Very good awareness by the left back there for Wolves. Otherwise, Longstaff was in there. But again, brilliant work from Big Joe. I just love the way he shrugged the Wolves player off there in midfield.
Yeah, going to get pressured up. Oh, they didn't go. They should have done.
And now Wolves trying to pass it out. We've got a very high press again, Newcastle here. Dawson to Nuri. Inside now. Good tackle, Livramento. That'll be a Wolves throw. Good work from Tino again, Bill.
Yeah, he's straight up the pitch, isn't he? He's not letting them turn. Brilliant defended.
Yeah, very tight on Bellegarde there. Nuri with the throw in for Wolves. We've only had 12 minutes of this game and it's been pulsating stuff already, really. It's been a very high-paced game and very good stuff from Newcastle so far. Andre now hits one out to the right-hand side to Semedo. Semedo has Andre again inside him. Here he is. Plays it back. And Wolves now with Dawson. Across to Nuri. That's not a great ball. It's a great tackle by Livramento. I won the ball, referee!
Get out of it, ref.
He got in front of Bellegarde there and won the ball.
Nonsense decision.
Wow.
We'll see it here. That is not a foul.
It's not. He's Oh.
Maybe it is. Maybe to go to him first.
Well, it's a physical sport, Billy.
It used to be.
Well, that's a very good point. It used to be, yeah. It ain't no longer.
Ricochet went against the set.
Yeah, that was an offside though. And we took it very quickly, but too quick for the referee's liking. And he says, you can't take it that quickly. We need Wolves to get back in position. Here's Lewis Hall now. Brings it over the halfway line. Down the line to Anthony Gordon. Gordon now having a run at Semedo again, but Semedo sticks with him like glue. But Gordon tightly, the ball's like it's like Velcro to him there. Lewis Hall now powering through. Isak gives it wide for Gordon. Gordon's got Joe Linton ahead of him. Just rolls it to Hall. Back to Gordon. Gordon now looking for the best outlet. It goes back to Dan Burn on the halfway line. Spreads it across to Cher. Cher's now in the Wolves half. Livramento, beautiful night touch inside for Murphy. Murphy to Longstaff. Longstaff. Surely that was a push from behind.
That's a foul.
Well, referee says no, but we have got to throw in. Jimmy Barr, thank you for your super chat, bud. Great start by the lads. And boy, they don't look mint in that new kit. Got the TV on mute, listening to the far superior commentary. Hit the like, people. Thank you very much, Jimmy. Much appreciated. Keep subscribing if you are new to the channel, guys. It is free to do so. Your number one channel for Newcastle United commentary. We've got everything from latest news, from transfer shows to live shows most nights of the week. So get yourself subscribed for your, 7 days a week Newcastle United content. Joe Linton now, that's a nice ball inside. Joe Linton again. 2 Wolves players come across. Lewis Hall. Inside again, Joe Linton now. Bruno in the middle. Joe Linton turns, and was he caught there? He went to shoot. The referee says no, and Wolves in the break.
Absolute nonsense decision.
But great defending by Dan Burn to win the ball back, and it's back with Nick Pope now, and he gets on with it again. I mean, he went to shoot there and was tripped over.
Unbelievable.
Well, the referee's having a bit of stinker. Joe Linton's still down, by the way, on the edge of the box.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see this because has he just had an air shot? I don't think so.
Well,
there we go.
Did he just catch him after he'd lost the ball? Well, that's a free kick.
That's the most blatant free kick you'll ever see. You'll ever see.
Wow.
It's a yellow card as well.
Shocking,
absolute disgraceful decision.
Joe Linton doesn't need the physio, which is good to see. He's got a beard like mine now, Joe Linton. Everybody seems to be growing them lately, Billy.
Yeah.
Well, it was Mario Jr. he's got on his... Is that Lamina?
Yeah.
Well, he's got Mario Jr. on the back of his shirt. Pleb. Dear God. Anyway, players back underway, and it is with Nick Pope, just over 16 minutes and 20 seconds coming up on our clock. It's goalless, but Newcastle United have had superior more possession than Wolves. They've played the ball around very nicely, but haven't... Oh, come on, that's a foul again! And we're play on. Livramento gets back. Great scrapping by Tino, but he's out of position now. Cunha has the ball, and it's blocked by Lewis Hall. Through into
Come on, referee, get your fucking eyes out.
As Cunha gets the Wolves crowd into it, but how was that not a foul again? Very strange refereeing what we've seen in this first part of the first half. Through into Wolves. And Joe Linton across to take the ball off Semedo for another throw-in. Don't want to hear what Jamie Carragher's saying. You shouldn't have Jamie Carragher on. Knock the twat off because he's just got nothing good to say. And listen to the proper commentary.
He's still sore, not on Forest yesterday, isn't he?
Oh, he's a dick. Oh dear, that's not a great kick from Sam Johnson.
Good pressure, though. Good pressure.
Yeah, forced him onto his left foot there, and he's sliced that way out of play. And the camera seemed to be fixated on him for around a minute there without catching up with play. But Big Dan Burn has the ball, plays it out wide to Lewis Hall. Hall now to Joe Linton. Gordon's inside of him. Again, good strength by Joe Linton. Hall, brilliant strength again. 2 Wolves players come, 3 Wolves come. And he's taken down, and no free kick again. Wolves try and get a breakaway here with Strand Larsen, but Lewis Hall is back there. And Iropa has been a member for 11 months now on the channel. Thank you for your support. We've started really well, but can't switch off. Don't know about you, but Pope's kicking scares the shit out of me. It always does. It's one thing that, if there's any criticism, Nick Pope, what a ball by Fabian Schär. And, Gordon was onto it and he's gone down. Gordon has stayed down there in the box.
He's not going to give a free kick for anything, so,
what a ball that was by Fabian Schär, Billy.
Yeah, outstanding. It was great vision. I don't know what happened there. But this, I can't remember the referees. It's Craig something, not Craig Porter. It's the other one, isn't it? Craig. I don't know what his name is.
Arsehole, I think is his surname, Billy.
Is it McKinley? Something like that. I can't remember what his name is.
Anyway, Wolves have the ball with Cunha. Schär stands up to him, played the ball, and Lamina's got himself offside. Really far forward. I thought that was offside as well. Flag didn't go up. Longstaff calmly gets it back to Nick Pope. Pope has Livramento now. Livramento closed down. And back to Fabian Schär, who launches one forward for Newcastle. Murphy's under this one. And Ain't Nuri, but the offside flag's gone up for a free kick to Wolves. Dawson was going to get on with it very quickly, but
Chris Kavanagh, that's it.
Chris Kavanagh, yeah.
Shit, whoever he is.
Yeah. Dawson plays the free kick forward. And that's got to be a free kick. Finally, the referee gives a free kick to Newcastle. Hey! Honestly. Foul by Ain't Nuri. pushing the back of Livramento, and we get on with it quickly now. And Lewis Hall has the ball for the Toon. I need to see a bit more Bruno in this game, Bill. He's been very, very quiet.
Yeah, well, Lamini's sat on him, isn't he?
Yeah. He's finding it. Oh, look at that!
Referee, come on, get the card
That's
out.
a yellow card, man! Semedo goes through the back of Anthony Gordon, and again, no card from the referee.
I think there was having a yellow card yesterday. I think that they've used up the amount of the quota.
They can, there was a lot last night in the Bournemouth Chelsea game.
Christ almighty.
Yeah. And all of it was absolute farcical, some of the yellow cards he gave. Anyway, Dan Burn has the ball now for Newcastle, plays it out to Lewis Hall. Hall down the line for Gordon. Gordon being pushed back into his own half. Plays a lovely ball inside, though. And that's nice football from Newcastle United. And now Lewis Hall into... Oh, it's a terrible ball for Isak. That's awful. Played it well behind him. And again, Dan Burn stays strong. Bruno for Newcastle. To Longstaff. Bit of time for him. There's it to Livramento. Inside again for Longstaff. He has Bruno available. Bruno slightly behind Dan Burn. And Dan Burn's had to turn and go back to Nick Pope. That was an opportunity, Billy, because it was a 3-on-2 for Newcastle and a very poor ball by Lewis Hall. Just played in front of him, and Isak was in.
Yeah. Unlike all that, wasn't it?
Good work again by Joel. Oh, he's been penalised again!
It's off, ref.
Joel Linton's furious with Kavanagh, and rightly so. I mean, you can't even try and scrap for the ball these days.
Well, you can if you're in a Wolf shirt.
Well, if you're in a yellow shirt, you can, yeah. Long ball played forward again towards Strand Larsen, but good work by Bruno this time. And a free kick is given to Newcastle. Foul by Larsen. I'm not sure what the hell happened there.
No, not me. Odd referee performance.
We played quick as usual. Burn out to Lewis Hall. Can work the ball forward now. Hall down the line for Gordon. Hall's continued his run. Gordon spins. Got Lewis Hall in support, but doesn't use him. Spins away from Semedo. Brilliant run this. Oh, what a run by Anthony Gordon. He's in. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, incredible skills from Gordon. And clips the outside of the far post and goes away for a throw-in. Sensational run, Billy.
Absolutely outstanding. To have Semedo on toast like that, not once, but twice. Then Mascara comes across. It's a great... Try to finesse it into the far corner in FIFA terms and just come out the arse side of the post. What a fantastic run that is.
That is superb.
Before I was asking Harvey Barnes, he couldn't do that.
No, that is sensational skill. Getting around Mascara as well. Oh, just a little more curl, but it rattles the upright.
Yeah, he's got to keep a beat as well, hasn't he? Brilliant.
Brilliant skills from Anthony Gordon there. Could have so easily been 1-0. And to be fair, we deserve to be in front. This first 25 minutes has been all Newcastle.
Yeah, been outstanding so far.
Long ball forward again. And now, but what we don't want to do is give away that good start. Great work by Bruno. Then he's pushed by Lamina.
Come on, ref.
And the referee says, throw it to Wolves. What?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus. What is going on here? Seriously. Unbelievable. Gomez, Nouri, Lamina. I mean, I don't know where Lamina's playing at the minute. He's all over the place. Cross comes in the box. Joe Linton is there to head it away. Only as far as, is that Nouri? No, it's Cunha. It's not, it's Gomez. Bloody hell, get your facts right, Paul. Bellegarde now for Wolves. Long searching ball for Semedo on the right-hand side, but there is Anthony Gordon to intercept it. Gordon, Burn, now Lewis Hall. Longstaff. Joe Linton, little touch, not good enough for Gordon there. They weren't in each other's. Oh, Semedo's got through us. Pulls it back. Great tackle. Brilliant tackle from Bruno. A captain's tackle saves a goal, Billy.
Outstanding, wasn't it? And yeah, that little flip from Joe Linton in the wrong area of the pitch. And it's left us in all sorts of trouble. But brilliant from the captain there to get back. Jay
Devlin says, stop crying about the refs, man. It's embarrassing. Well, your comments are embarrassing, as per usual. Why don't you go and watch somebody else? All you put in our chat is rubbish, man. Here's Fabian Scher to Dan Burn. Plays it out wide to Lewis Hall. And now one for Gordon again. They'll be very wary of Anthony Gordon now. Isak spins. Great turn by Isak as well. Now out to Lewis Hall. Back to Isak. Good stuff this from Newcastle again.
No one in the middle.
There isn't. We need somebody in the middle. Isak working his magic down by the byline again. And the referee's giving a push. You know it was going to come.
It was good defending, to be fair.
It was, yeah. Mascara standing up very strong there. But there's that mistake from Joe Linton, and not on the same wavelength as Gordon, but he gets through too easy there.
God, the ricochet went in his favour, to be fair.
What a tackle that was by Bruno, though, Billy.
Yeah, outstanding. Again, to actually get in that position, I mean, that ricochet there was ridiculous.
That is absolutely superb from Bruno to get back.
He thinks he's scoring there.
Well, he is, isn't he? I mean, if Bruno's not there, he taps that in. Shea now gets it back to Nick Pope. Pope is being pressured. Right-footed ball by Nick Pope out to the right looking for Murphy. Murphy jumps, but nowhere near it. And the ball spins and somehow stays in play. Dawson now for Wolves. Being pressed by Sean Longstaff. Bellegarde. And that's not a great ball from Gomez, I think. And that's gone out for a Newcastle United throw-in. Coming up to 26 and a half minutes. Goalless at Molineux. That's not a great touch by Bruno. And it's out for a Wolves throw. I take it that's the Wolves owner we're looking at there, Billy.
So over that, it's Wang's dad.
Could be Wang's dad, yeah. Little 1-2 in the middle of the park. Bellegarde's got it for Wolves. And Lamina's made a good run forward. Bellegarde goes to go past Dan Burn and goes past Lewis Hall and hits a shot over the bar. There's a little bit of pace for you, Billy. Burn couldn't live with him there. Lewis Hall, he skipped around Lewis Hall a little bit too easy for my liking, but fires the shot over the bar.
Yeah, the challenges came in and none were any good. I mean, you went past Burn.
Hall didn't really make
Burn got in Hall's way, that's why.
Yeah. Dr. House, thank you for your super chat. Hi, Paul and Billy. Love the commentary as always, lads. Great 25 minutes so far. How are the lads?
Yeah, it's great. Last 2 minutes, though, Wolves are starting to come into it.
Yep. Here's Gordon now. Gordon's got Bruno inside of him, and then he's tripped over again. I mean, when Lamina this time takes him out, when is this referee going to get a card out?
I mean, this is Lamina's game in one, isn't it? He does it every time we watch him play. Should have had a card for that. Should have had a card
right down the back of Gordon's leg there. But I suppose the position that Gordon plays, you are going to get knocked around a bit. You know what I mean? Here's Anthony Gordon again. So he's recovered very quickly. Semedo all over the back of him. And finally, the referee blows his whistle. Gordon did get away from him, but...
Let's have a yellow card this time, ref. That's about his third one now.
Well, I think the referee's saying one more.
Keep giving Anthony Gordon the ball.
Yeah, Newcastle not very happy there. Not very happy. I mean, he's pulling his shirt, pulling his arm. Can't believe there hasn't actually been a booking in this game. Lewis Hall now for Newcastle to Dan Burn. Burn to Livramento, who's cut right inside. What a turn that is. And he can play Longstaff here. Longstaff now has Murphy to his right. Here is Murphy. Cuts inside. Nice move by Murphy, but a poor pass. And Gomez comes away with the ball for Wolves. Pressured by Livramento. And Nuri has it back now. Wolves play the way out of danger quite well. And that's a nice ball out to the right-hand side. And Wolves bombing forward here. Semedo on the ball. And good work by Lewis Hall.
Well played. Goal kick.
Yeah, Mascara there. I don't know what he's complaining about. It was clearly, we saw that a mile away that Lewis Hall played that off him. Good defending. Very good defending from Lewis Hall.
The worrying thing was, the only one to come back from midfield there was Joe Linton. No one else was back. Longstaff, nor Bruno.
No, we didn't have any runners there, did we? Nick Pope on the ball. Launches out And again, Joe Linton is absolutely clattered again. Flipping Nora, man. I'm not sure what this referee's on. Not sure what this referee's on at all. It was very poor. Semedo again coming down the right-hand side. Cunha now for Wolves. Can whip the ball in, but again, Big Dan Burn stands his ground, and that's out for a corner to Wolves.
Yeah, Fabian Schär's got to wake up. He's gone to sleep a couple of times now, and that was just lackadaisical play for him.
Fabian Schär going to sleep? When does he ever do that, Billy?
Concerning.
Well, what do you make of the first half hour?
In the main, very good. But the past 5 minutes or so, Wolves are starting to come into it, and we look a little bit, we're giving the ball away a little bit more. The referee hasn't helped matters at all. But in the main, it's been really good. But I think that'll be dangerous from set pieces.
Yeah. Still waiting to the corner to be taken here. It's going to be an outswinger, this one. Very, very deep. Comes to Aitneri at the back post. He's managed to skip round Lewis Hall. Plays it across. Good, solid strength there from Fabian Schär standing up. And it's out for another corner to Wolves on the far side, on this near side, sorry. Aitneri is going to take it. I just hope we don't see that drop off, Billy, because we deserve to be ahead in this game, don't we?
We do, really, yeah. Although they've had the shot on target, haven't they? But it's
we've taken a short corner. Cunha's ball in, little back header there, coming in from Andre, and it's over the bar for a goal kick. I mean, the thing is, for all the possession we've had, Billy, we've not really
created much, no.
What's going on here? The linesman's give offside, I think, from the corner. Len Simmons, thank you for your super chat. They're aiming to injure us, says Len. Well, what I was going to say, Billy, is for all the possession, we haven't really tested Johnson yet.
No, just the one shot that was, it was a great effort for Murphy, but I mean, he could have probably gone low. I think he made score, but and people are criticising Joe Linton. He's been outstanding apart from one kind of mistake a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that's coming from. If anything, Bruno's been very, very quiet compared to Joe. Again, a long ball from Newcastle, but that's gone out for a throw-in. Michael O'Neill having a conversation with the referee. I'm not sure what that's all about. Yeah, we have hit the post, Cameron. Indeed, we have. To be fair, we've hit the post with a wonderful run from Anthony Gordon.
I didn't forget that. Yeah, we forgot all about that one. How can we forget that? It was outstanding.
Yeah.
That's a ref. Come on, ref.
Yeah, he's given a free kick this time. But we just get on with it quickly, and it's with Lewis Hall again. Seen plenty of the ball in this first half. Nice turn to get round Lamina. Plays it to Gordon. Gordon then cuts in. Looks for some support. Gets it from Sean Longstaff. Longstaff, touch back to Gordon. Gordon's lost the ball. Pulls back at Gomez, but Gordon felt he was fouled there, Billy. Nothing given. I'm not sure he was. I think that was a fair tackle.
Other way, if there's any free kick there, it would have been against Gordon, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, Gordon's going, kind of lost his head a little bit there, but now Isak, and that's come to Isak. He's got Gordon to his left. He can't play him in. He's still got it. It comes to Murphy. He just couldn't get it out of his feet. And Aitneri clears it for a corner, but again, a good opportunity for Newcastle, and it just poor from he couldn't get the ball through to Anthony Gordon.
Yeah.
I think he waited too long to try and pass it, Billy.
And Mosquera, he's so quick, isn't he? Mosquera looks ever so good.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. But maybe that first time ball from Isak would have been better from Gordon because he was away, wasn't he? He was in the floor.
Well, let's see what the set piece are like this weekend because they haven't been great this season so far.
And it comes towards the penalty spot. It's headed away from Dawson, and that'll be a throw to Newcastle. I'm astounded we don't get headers on from corners, Billy. I mean, the height we've got in that box, it's astounding.
It is really.
With the throw. Back to Fabian Schär. Joe Linton now on the far side. Lewis Hall. Back to Schär. To Joe Linton. Newcastle trying to work it around now, working out some space. Here's Murphy. And now Bruno spins and plays it all the way back to Nick Pope. Pope swings a right footer all the way out, just kept in play by Lewis Hall, just almost went over his head. Now Bruno to Gordon. Gordon fancies another run at Semedo. This time the Wolves player does his part and wins the ball. But quick throw in from Newcastle. The Joe Linton now. Back to Gordon. Gordon looks for some support. Gets it from Longstaff. Tried the first time ball into Isak, but it was intercepted. And now Wolves now with Strand Larsen breaking down on Dan Burn. Larsen's got ahead of Burn. But Burn's got back. And a good ball in. Gomez leaves it. Wolves are ahead. Lamina scores. Motherfucking twat.
Unbelievable.
Bullshit, man. For the love of Christ.
Unbelievable. That's really poor. How many times do we get counter-attacked? How many times do we get counter-attacked and done? And it's generally down Dan Burn's side.
Stick a shark fin up my arse, Billy. For God's sake, man. I mean, look, to be honest, I don't know. Dan Burn got back there, Billy, but the ball came across. We've got one defender in the penalty area.
Yeah, look, it's 2 against 1.
Look at Livramento. Livramento just, you can see Lamina, but look.
Yeah, what's he doing? What's Livramento doing? What's he doing? That's awful from Livramento.
That's terrible. I'm sorry, but that's really poor. And Wolves are ahead. I mean, Lamina's not going to miss from there, guys. Absolutely no chance.
It's a good dummy from Gomez.
It's a brilliant dummy because it completely throws Fabian Schär off, but nobody behind Fabian Schär coming in.
Yeah, and there's Livramento jogging back, watching.
I mean, he's looking at, I think he's looking at Bellegarde coming in behind him as well, Billy, so he didn't know whether to go or stay. But in that situation, surely you've got to go.
You've got to go. You've got to go and cover the man that's nearest the goal, surely to God. And people are blaming Sean Longstaff. Yeah. That happened at the other end of the pitch. People are blaming him for that. It's ridiculous.
I'm sorry. He was tried a first time ball into, how many times has Joe Linton and Bruno tried that? Come on. It's not Longstaff's fault, that goal.
No, we didn't deserve that. We've been really good so far.
Yeah, we have. And it's a kick in the teeth, but it's typical of the way we've been playing. There's a late tackle, and the referee is getting his notebook out here, and he's booking Joe Linton. Well, I mean, Joe Linton was late into that tackle, Billy, to be fair, but we've seen others like that on Newcastle players that haven't been carded.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Dear. I mean, there's a late tackle there on Joe Linton, not given. I mean, that's not even a tackle, for God's sake. He's bounced off Joe Linton.
Yeah, it's nonsense, that.
I mean, it's a foul. It's a free kick. Unbelievable. And you know what? This is turning sour, Billy.
Yep.
Away day blues. However, there's still a long way to go. And I do believe if we keep playing as we are, we will get some goals in this game. I'm pretty convinced of that. 38 minutes gone. It's 1-0 to Wolves at Molineux. Newcastle have been much better than they have played this season, to be honest. But we find ourselves a goal down. I mean, look, a lot of people are saying about Longstaff. I don't blame him for the goal, but I don't think he should have started the game anyway. But what doesn't matter what I think. Anyway, Johnston, long ball forward for Wolves. Lewis Hall, good climb. Poor touch though by Bruno. Really scrappy from Bruno. Good work that by Sean Longstaff to win the ball back. But the referee's blown for a free kick. Hey. I mean, look, as far as I'm concerned, I want to see our best players on the pitch, Billy. I don't subscribe. I don't subscribe to this nonsense about, the international games. We should be playing our best side because we're not in Europe. We've got a week's rest now between games. There's no reason not to play Tonali, in my opinion.
Well, I can't believe that Livramento didn't try and get to the back there.
Well, I mean, he always picked the bones out of a goal, but Gomez did brilliantly to dummy it, didn't he? Because it threw everybody off. Everyone expecting Gomez to stick that in the back of the net, and he just runs over the ball. I mean, why is that not a yellow card there? His elbow's right in the face of Fabian Schär. Well, you know what it is.
You know why, don't you?
Well, you know what? Jay Devlin makes a good point there. You know, he can play, Tonali can play against the class of France, but away at Wolves, he's on the bench. I'm sorry. No excuse for me. We've got to play our best players, especially when we're not in Europe, Billy. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Good
the fact that we've got a week's break between games. Murphy bombing it forward now. Gordon on the edge of the box. Gordon cuts in on his right. Spins onto his left. It's fabulous from Gordon again. But again, where's the help? I mean, he's got two Wolves players all over him, and there's nobody comes in support. And now Bellegarde on the left-hand side can bomb forward for Wolves. He's got Aït-Nouri ahead of him. Here is the left back. Newcastle do have numbers back now. Aït-Nouri wants to get to the byline on his left foot. Longstaff, he skipped round him like he wasn't there. In comes the ball and Paul punches away. And Wolves suddenly, Billy, as the goal tends to do, it changes the game, doesn't it? It gives them so much impetus.
The tails are up, there's no doubt about that. And counter-attacking football, they've got the goal lead. They can do that all game now if they want. Mm. We are susceptible from it. We've seen it before.
I mean, we don't play at Isak's game, Billy. When you look at him playing for Sweden, he gets service. He gets balls played into the penalty area, etc. We don't do that.
Yeah, he won't be signing a new contract if this is the kind of fare he gets every week, I've got to be honest.
Long ball again from Wolves. Livramento gets a touch on that, out for a throw-in. Again, it's a similar, same old story, isn't it? Starting so well, and then, by the end of it, we're kind of thinking, Jesus, man. I mean, still a long way to go, obviously.
Well, these can see goals.
Of course they do. But I just don't understand not playing our best players when we have, a week off, international break, and then obviously players playing for the international teams, fair enough. But we have a week's rest now between this game and the next one. And that's what we all thought about, being out of Europe, Billy. Was saying, well, at least we don't have that distraction. As Lamina breaks forward for Wolves again here. This is dangerous, but Byrne is back there. But it's a terrible clearance. And Lamina fluffs his left foot. And that could have well been 2-0 there. I don't know what Byrne was doing there with that clearance, but he gave it straight back to him.
I mean, Bruno was awful other than the pitch there and didn't really make an effort to get back either. It's poor all out now. We've just gone so cold all of a sudden.
I mean, Bruno's had a shocker today, Billy. He hasn't been at all in the game.
Yeah.
Now, is that a run-off from international duty when he was absolutely hammered during the week for his performance?
Well, the point we made the other previous weeks when Tonali didn't play was because he wasn't match fit. He's got himself match fit, and now he's not playing. Mm. But there you go. That's the manager's choice.
But the thing is, though, Billy, this is the point I'm making: is there's a week's rest. This is what we were all talking about before the season started. Saying, we'll be able to play our very best team in the Premier League because we don't have the 3 days between games. Butch, thank you for your super chat. Sick of Eddie's favourites. Play your best team. Ronan Tyrrell, thank you for your super chat. Can someone shake Gordon and wake him up? He's asleep. His energy is rubbing off on everyone now. Gordon's created the best chance of the game. Here he is on the ball. Plays it wide now for Joe Linton. Back to Bruno now. Bruno has Livramento, but it's a bad pass from Bruno, but it does find its way to Murphy. Now Livramento. Back to Jacob Murphy. Plays it inside now to Longstaff. Knocks it to Livramento. That's a nice bit of interchange in football there. Now Lewis Hall. Gordon screaming for it on the far side there. Gordon onto his right foot. Clips a ball into the penalty area. Cleared away again by Mascara, who's been very good for Wolves in this first half. And now Wolves can break out again.
Here we go.
Bellegarde bringing it forward over the halfway line for the home side. We're in the final minute of the 45. I don't think there's going to be a lot of added time, to be honest, because We haven't seen a physio on. We've just seen a goal. And Wolves, I think, have decided they want to hang on to this lead here. And 1 additional minute, so not too long as we predicted.
I think we're too intricate as well when we get into the final third. We're trying to score a perfect goal.
No one's taking a pot. It's back with Sam Johnson in the Wolves goal. About 40 seconds of injury time remain. Long ball forward again from the keeper. Up goes Lewis Hall. He's won quite a few aerial duels today, Lewis Hall. Bruno Hall down to the floor. And that's a free kick for Newcastle. Is there going to be time to take it is the question. We did, but we've lost the ball. That was an awful free kick. Who took that? Was that Longstaff, Billy?
I don't know. I wasn't watching.
Isak's gone down holding his face. Not sure what happened there. Oh, come on. The ball.
Get out of it.
Brushed your head, Alexander. Come on, man. It skimmed your nose, mate. Why are you still down on the floor? Christ almighty, that's embarrassing.
It is. I agree.
Well, there is Sandro Tonali having a chat with Harvey Barnes. Probably thinking, what the fuck are we doing on the bench? Oh, fair enough, his nose is bleeding, but Christ almighty, man, is he a man or a mouse? He's got a bad nose. Honestly, footballers, man.
Well, there's concussion protocols and all that nonsense, isn't there?
That'll
be him for till second half now. You won't come back. You won't come back on.
Leon, thank you for your super chat. You sound like us West Ham fans. We are doing our nut about our best players starting on the bench.
Yeah, Paquetá was dropped yesterday, wasn't he?
He was. Come on, ref, just get on with it, man. You're going to blow your whistle anyway. That's embarrassing, man.
What a knobhead.
Fuck off. Anyway, it's finished. It's half time. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Newcastle United 0. And straight away, we, of course, joined by Alex. 1-0 Wolves. We are missing quality, Alex.
We are indeed. We started well. First 15 minutes was really, really solid. A lot of control, a little bit of creativity. And then it just kind of felt like people started to doubt themselves. A lot of backwards passing. I think there was a period of time, and I'm not going to blame this entirely, but there was a good 20-minute period where we were just getting nothing from the referee, just constantly pushed over in the back, and we weren't getting the calls. I think maybe a massive overcompensation from the PGMOL for yesterday's record number of yellow cards, which is ridiculous. It should be a consistent refereeing thing, not a depending on what's going on in the world. What breeze is happening today? How many yellow cards are we going to show? But yeah, a massive, massive issue in defending transitions. The final ball, whether it was from Murphy, obviously there's been a few from Longstaff, that the goal came from a Longstaff issue. Just trying to be creative with the final flick, but it's naive, it's easy to read, and it was read, and we conceded again in transitions, and we've been so poor getting back. If you watch us track back when we're defending a counter attack, nobody's looking, nobody's scanning. Sean doesn't know who he's picking up. Bruno was even guilty of it a couple of times, although he did make a vital block.
Bruno's been terrible, Alex. Apart from that tackle, he has never been in the game, and he's given the ball away a couple of times as well.
They've made sure to isolate him significantly because they know Sean hasn't got the creative output to do anything.
So then you look to your manager to try and change something up.
Absolutely, this is on Eddie Howe. This was obviously an O'Neill plan was to sit back and absorb pressure and hit us on the counter-attack, and we've been very poor. In fact, I would be furious with the lads at half-time. They deserve a bit of the hairdryer treatment, to be honest, because they've been given the permission to go and try and dominate the ball and control the game, be creative, play football, but then they're being lazy in transitions. You're having Dan Burn having to run 60 yards and follow a man. Go help him. You've got fit. Sean Longstaff hasn't played for England this last 2 weeks. Sean should be able to get back every single transition. It's absolutely not good enough. And it's not just about tracking back and running back when we get countered. It's also about the awareness. Nobody's picking up spare men, ready for the cutbacks in the box. Nobody's aware of their surroundings, about who they're picking up. It's been poor. I personally, at a minimum, we need Sandro Tonali, an absolute minimum in the second half. Because Sandro Tonali, as well as being that creative outlet who can play that final killer ball, he's also faster than Sean Longstaff and he's more physical than Sean Longstaff. So I think he tidies up everything wrong with this midfield just by bringing him on alone.
I'd want Trippier on as well, because I thought Livramento defending for that goal was absolutely poor.
His awareness has been a bit poor as well today, Livramento.
Yeah. Jens, thank you for your super chat. How can Burn be so weak? I'm shocked. Tonali. Nick Thornton, thank you for your super chat. He simply has to change things now and not wait until the 70th minute. Bruno, Longstaff and Murphy have been dire. Keith Truscott, thank you for your super chat. Why the hell is Longstaff playing? Get him off. Shit, Bruno has vanished. Gordon trying to do too much, very poor. Wolves look so much better, as the score at the moment says. Well, maybe it's Anthony Gordon thinking I have to do it on my own because he's not getting anything around him. But, Ray Fagan, thank you for your super chat as well. Of course, he created that wonderful chance where he hit the post. We're not playing anywhere near to Isak's strengths. We're just not getting him in the game at all. Compared to what Sweden do to get him in the game, surely Eddie should look at that the way, Sweden set him up. And he's a clinical goal scorer. We just don't get him in the positions.
They're being clever, Wolf, though. Mosquera's doing all the defending and Dawson's spare, really. Mosquera's been absolutely phenomenal first half. You've got to give him credit. He has been outstanding.
Yeah, some of their last-ditch tackles. Well, I say last-ditch. It's not even last-ditch. But those slide tackles and stuff to even prevent a pass, they've been so good with their timing of tackles, Wolves have. Just snuffing out any even slight threat of us. That final pass, we're not even able to even get it because Joe Linton gets robbed or Isak gets robbed. They can't get that final pass through.
Young says, Bruno always has the excuse of being isolated. I wonder how other world-class players manage to escape such isolations. If he's £100 million player, he should be able to.
Because Modric and Rodri and Toni Kroos do not have Sean Longstaff stood next to them.
Yeah, but we've got, look, for me, Alex, there's no real, and we said this in the preview, right? You two were right that he started Longstaff, but never in a million years should Tonali be sitting on his arse for that first half. We said before the season started, Alex, that, and I said this in commentary, that we said a million times that we don't have Europe this season, so we could give the Premier League a real good go and play our best players. Now, Absolutely. We've got another week before we take on Fulham. There is no reason Tonali should not be starting this game because the man is on a high. He's had 2 fantastic internationals with Italy. He's on fire at the minute. And Eddie Howe says, oh, you're too tired, mate. You can sit on your ass. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's not down to him being too tired. There's obviously something else to it. Because clearly Sandro Tonali is a better footballer than Sean Longstaff. But so I would argue...
What would you say it is, though?
Again, a bit of pragmatism, a bit of trying to flesh out some balance in the squad and have a few technicians. Because I think on the ball, Hall started well. Cher started well with a few dangerous long balls. It didn't continue, unfortunately, in the half. I think it was more about balance and not playing all of the technicians. But I even feel like that point is wrong from me because I think Sandro offers more physically than Sean does anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, just anyway, there's no more to my point there. Sandro Tonali is faster and more physical than I think Sean is. So I appreciate there were a couple of moments in Sandro's opening fixtures. Do you remember where he was a little bit lazy, closing some shots down? There were a couple of issues when he first joined us in defensive movements. But I just feel like from what we know from him, I just prefer Tonali in defensive transitions, in creativity, in shape, in all of it. I can't really see a point to play Sean in this game. I I don't personally understand it. I think Sean has a place in certain fixtures.
Yeah,
I don't think this is one of them. I can't. Again, we're not coaches, we're not trained, but I can't figure out why Sean's in this game.
Now it boils down, Alex, to see what the manager does. Keith Truscott, thank you for another super chat. Eddie said we have the quality to change games from the bench. We're 1-0 down. Game needs changing. Is he a man of his words? Let's see.
Well, the game needs changing now. If we went in at half time 0-0, then Eddie Howe would have the out of let me do a team talk, let me do some tweaks, and we'll come out 0-0 in the second half. He's not got that luxury now because we are 1-0 down. So he cannot just say he can't do that. He has to make a change, surely.
Calvin, who's been a member for 3 months. Thank you, Calvin. Longstaff contributing nothing. Tonali needs to be on at half time. I think, will he make changes though, Billy? That's the thing. Will he do it? James Sexton, thank you for your super chat. Tonali needs to be playing. Avina, member for 15 months. Tina will end up a winger, not a right back. Play him in front of Trippier. Has he got the balls to change it at half time, Billy?
Obviously, I hope he has, but I'm going to hold my breath.
DJ Ellison, thank you for your super chat. Awful again. Can't break down a shocking Wolves team. Passing is too slow. Longstaff and Murphy are not good enough. Cue the save us changes at 70 minutes. Jamie Knoll, thank you for your super chat as well. No comment there, but thank you very much. Paul says, why aren't they pulling the trigger on the edge of the box? This keeper needs trying out. Michael says the only change this guy will make is a defensive one. Dave says we've waited 10 months to see Tonali and Eddie plays Longstaff. The only thing that makes sense is favouritism.
Well, he had the excuse of match fitness, but now he's played 2 games, 180 minutes in his legs, and he's had a kind of nearly a week since then.
I tell you what, if that's why Eddie gives a reason for him not playing, I'm calling bullshit on him because there's no way.
He'll never be match fit, will he?
Rest.
He'll never be match fit. If he's having on a bench every week.
Well, I've just looked at Sean's stats for the first half as well. So according to SofaScore, Sean is the lowest rated player out of the 2 teams. And he's actually not won a single ground duel this half. 0 out of 4. Again, which is predominantly why Sean does play is because he knows the system, he works hard, he runs, he tackles. That is kind of the idea that we've got in our heads as to why Sean plays for us. And when he's not doing that side of it, there is no point in him being on the pitch. He needs to go take a seat on the bench because
there's the Harvey Barnes situation as well, isn't there? On fire, scored in the last game.
That's different.
He's had 2 weeks off. He's raring to go, and he puts him on the bench.
Again, that was more to get Gordon into his favoured position and potentially.
So play Barnes on the right. He can't do any worse than Murphy's doing.
Well, he's got Murphy on there for defensive role as much as an attacking one.
It's not working though. Where was Murphy for the goal? If we're talking about that, there was nobody back. Peter McCardle, thank you for your super chat. We have been crap in every game so far. We haven't played anybody yet. God help us when we do. Well, again, though, it's this starting well and drop off, Billy. I mean, I don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah, it lasted a bit longer today, though, to be fair. It wasn't
20-odd minutes. Yeah, 25 minutes.
Then we saw it. We kind of said it, didn't we? They're coming into the game. Our confidence has waned a little bit. They've got the tails up. They're getting on top, and then they scored.
It feels like we got scared that we were playing so well. Because in the first sort of 16, 17 minutes, they did not have a sniff. Not even once. The first time the ball came over the top, Nick Pope swept it away. They could not even get into our half barely. And then we suddenly lost a bit of confidence and we were like, oh, we're doing really well. And we just went into our shells a little bit. We weren't winning duels. We weren't winning second balls. And we were poor in defending transitions and it just went downhill from there.
Jamie Knoll, thank you for another super chat. Bruno confidence looks shot. I wouldn't disagree with that. Sensible Monica, thank you for your super chat. If he does not swap out Longstaff for Tonali, he is putting his stubbornness before the success of the team and would be criminal negligence. Well, I mean, Mark says, I disagree that we're crap. We've played with more fluidity this game than the others. Well, for 25,
still not good enough, though, is it? Still not good enough.
We're still getting beat. And that's right, Billy. Yes, we have played better, but it's still not at the level it needs to be. Graham Ritchie, thank you for your super chat. Howie Eddie, bring Sandro on now. Keith is scrapping for a point, and Eddie will call this a success if we do equalise.
We need some of the existing players to step up, though, because this is not just a case of Tonali suddenly makes us better on his own. Like the others need to step up, because you can't just, like, we were really good for 15 minutes and then Wolves started pushing us over. We weren't getting the free kicks. Fine, whatever it is. If it's a referee's being a bit of letting a lot go, the referee's letting a lot go. We can't let that get in our heads. People like Joe Linton, Bruno, Gordon, you have to keep going. You know, you can't just hope that Tonali's going to magically make this all better. Tonali's not going to change the referee's opinions. We need the players on the pitch to also step up, because we need to be better than this. If we want to progress into a Champions League standard team and eventually a title challenging team, we can't just be whinge. Oh no, we're not getting the decisions. Oh, we've slightly got less of the ball now. Oh no, transitions. Oh no, we've got to run back. We need to pull our socks up and just crack on with it. Because the referees are poor in this league, as demonstrated through basically every game this season so far. So, you know, we can't just expect Tonali to fix everything. We need everyone else to play a bit better as well.
I mean, Joe Linton was outstanding for the first 20 minutes, but he's been absolutely dog shit since.
Yeah, it was like somebody pressed a switch.
I think frustration with the referee was partly to do with that. I really do.
But this is my whole point, Billy, is we need them to grow up.
Yeah,
if we want to be a Champions League quality side, we can't have 3-4 of the lads kind of just being a bit lethargic because they're not getting the calls. You've got to keep going.
Ronan Tyrrell, thank you for your super chat. Our attack is weak. We are so bad in the final third, and as time goes on in games, we lose confidence and sit deep. Then we get carved open. Howe needs to sort the attack. Well, you know what it is?
Too intricate.
Yeah, we're trying to walk the ball in, and I think that's been...
Oh, guys, I've just got it on my screen here. Barnes, Willock and Tonali stood on the sidelines ready to come on for the second half. He's pulled the trigger.
Oh, wow. Okay. Not calling Howe, but do you realise, or do you really think any other top manager would have chosen Sean over Sandro? Howe acts like he doesn't have options in a 400-metre team. James Morrison had been a member for 20 months. Thank you for your support, James. Stato, we'll see you at full-time, matey.
Yeah, well, these 3 big subs. I'm excited now. This is a big decision from Eddie Howe. This is what we wanted, and he's doing it. So fingers crossed we come away with 3 points now. So I'll see you at full-time, everyone.
Absolutely. Cheers, Alex. So there was Stato. Indeed, Tonali, Barnes and Willock all coming on at half-time. I don't think we've ever seen Eddie make 3 changes at half-time before, Bill.
Well, this would be Joe Linton, and I imagine Longstaff, and I imagine Murphy. They'd be the 3 changes, I would think.
Yep.
But
well, Anthony Gordon's definitely on there, Billy. So Murphy's definitely one of the players. Graham McConnell, thank you for your super chat. Much appreciated. No comment there, but thank you very much, my friend. I mean, he's throwing the dice, Billy. I think it's fair to say it.
Yeah, it looks like Isak's off.
Oh, this poorly nose.
Maybe it's broke. Maybe it's concussion protocol.
Oh, I'm not having that. Yeah, Longstaff, Isak, and Joe Linton have gone off. Tonali, Barnes, and Willock. So Longstaff goes off. So does Joe Linton. So
we're now playing without a striker, basically.
Wow.
How we're going to line them now, I don't know. I mean, will Gordon go to centre forward and Barnes on my left, I guess?
Probably. Apparently, they can't stop the bleeding on Isak's nose. Well, does that mean we're going to see Asula later on? I mean, you know, he's the only fit striker, and he hasn't replaced him with Asula, Billy, which is, it looks like Anthony Gordon's gone up front.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. Barnes on the left. And
Murphy on the right.
With Willook. At least we should have a bit more dynamism in the middle of the park now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Peter Garthwaite, thank you for your super chat. He says, it seems after 3 years, our head coach still doesn't know which is his best team. If this was Bruce, he'd be blasted from the gods. Gary Clark, thank you for your super chat. When Mitchell finally fires Eddie like he wants, who's available to replace him? That's discussion for another day.
Ooh.
Why has he not brought Asula on though, Billy? What was the point of signing him?
Interesting, isn't it? Well, look at this.
I mean, Isak's gone off injured and he doesn't bring another forward on.
Well, we should have to see if it works. I mean, Gordon through the middle, it's worked before.
It has. Here's Harvey Barnes now for Newcastle. And Lewis Hall is bombing forward on the left-hand side. Here is Hall. Checks back. Barnes in front of him. Plays a square ball across to Willock. Willock now to Bruno. Bruno will curl one. Good save, but maybe for the cameras that it is going to be a corner. But I think that was actually going wide in the end. We'll get a better angle here, Billy. Finally, we pulled the trigger, though. Oh, I'm not sure. I think that might have been going in, Billy.
Well, it was going in. Yeah, it was an easy save, though.
Yeah.
And he powered it wide to get it out of play. So
Gordon's ball in. Already in there. Newcastle want a handball. Nothing given. Share hits one just over the bar. Newcastle are furious. Referee says it's going to go to VAR. Newcastle are convinced that this is a handball, Billy.
I think Craig Dawson's looking a bit guilty.
And I just realised I haven't started the sodden clock, Billy. So let me just change it to 40.
It's hit his arm, but is it?
7.
I'll be amazed if they give this. Dawson has handled it. There's no doubt about it. And they aren't giving it.
No.
Of course they're not.
Right, there you go. Clock has started, guys. Don't worry. It started on exactly where I am in the game. So if you're ahead of me, just pause.
That would have been a penalty last season, but not in these new kind of.
Not with the new rules, yeah. But this is positive. And again, Barnes now bombing down the left-hand side. Great ball from Willock. Barnes into the penalty area. Comes back on his right. Clips the ball across. Nobody there for Newcastle. Headed away. Comes as far as Murphy. Murphy finds Livramento. Livramento takes a heavy touch and loses the ball. But good pressing again from Newcastle to try and get it back. Bruno now. Bruno's seeing more of the ball than he did in the whole of the first half. And Lewis Hall now bombing forward. Hall to Barnes. Newcastle very much on the offensive at the start of this second half. Willock now on the edge of the box. Willock inside to Gordon. Spins and shoots, and it's a fabulous block by Dawson. I don't think he knew much about it. It could have actually knocked him out there.
Yeah, that's going to stop play.
Thank God for that. All right. He is awake, but
they want to counter then.
Yeah, they were.
Glad he stopped
that was a hell of a hit by Gordon. Spin and shoot straight away. I think it hits him plumb in the face. Indeed, it does.
Cool.
I mean, he's up. Good on him. Good on him.
Compare that with our striker.
That was a huge block, that, because he just spun and belted it.
I don't think he meant it. He just stood there, wasn't he?
Well, look, it's a positive start, Billy, to the second half.
It has, and Sandro hasn't really got involved yet.
No, but Bruno's got a bit further. Bruno seems to play,
Well, obviously, with Tonali on, there's more to kind of cope with the Wolves.
Oh, Gordon's intercepted it. Oh, you lucky twat, Johnston.
Again, ricochet didn't work.
It backspun out for a goal kick. I mean, of all the spins on the ball, you want a little bit of backspin. It took a bit of top spin and went out. You lucky mofo. Johnson now with the goal kick.
Yeah, he ain't messing around this time.
No. Good work by Bellegarde holding off Livramento. I think Livramento's played too well today, Billy. He's looking a bit edgy.
He's been very poor.
And again, Wolves knock it back to Johnson, and he's actually made a really good connection with that on the half volley. Bellegarde gets the better of Livramento again, and somehow he's still got the ball and manages to get it out to the left-hand side. How on earth did that man... Good God. Wolves coming now on the near side. Semedo has it. He's got Lamina just in front of him. Semedo looks like he wants to go down the line. Gets it back. And here's Gomez now for Wolves. Back to number 7, Andre. And Wolves just knocking it around at the moment. Tonali tenaciously wins the ball. But again, Mosquera gets in there. Well, that's a poor pass. Lewis Hall picks it up. Now Willock turns, bursts forward. Willock skips round one. Oh, just couldn't get round Andre.
It should have been a free kick there because Lamina did stop his momentum.
Off balance. Oh, we're caught out here. Cunha's away down the right for Wolves. Byrne comes across. Byrne slides in. A fabulous tackle by Dan Byrne.
Yep, good defender.
And then he's pushed out the way, and Wolves get a free kick, a throw in.
Come on, ref. Linesman's right in front of him as well, 2 inches away.
And he's going to boot Dan Burn.
Of course he is.
Oh, what a tosser.
Linesman stood at a foot away, didn't see the push. Disgraceful.
How is this? I mean, look, Burn makes it. Actually, was it or was Fabian Schär booked there, Billy? If you look, Fabian Schär takes Larson out.
That's not a yellow card. That can't be a yellow card for that, surely. Oh, O'Neill, sit down, you prick.
No, it's Dan Burn that's been yellow carded. Jesus, man. He does the hard work. He wins a brilliant tackle. Then he gets pushed over and then ends up getting booked.
I imagine he said something.
Well, it's dissent. Yeah, absolutely. Andre again for Wolves. Spreads it out to the right-hand side to Semedo. Inside now to Lamina, who's allowed to turn. Lamina plays it into Larson. Shot off the post. Oh, dear me. They're allowed to cut through us like a knife through butter there, Billy, and almost 2-0.
Poor from Willock. Willock let his man go there. That's really poor.
We've gone completely off the boil again.
Yeah, balanced with a terrible ball down the line there.
Long ball looking for Cunha. Lewis Hall does well. Throw into Wolves right down by the corner flag.
They're dominating midfield. That's where the problem is.
Yeah.
Andre and Cunha, they've been outstanding. And Lamina. And Schär was slow to get across there, wasn't he?
But we, I mean...
Willock let Lamina go. That's where the problem come there.
We just play this 4-3-3 all the time, Billy. I don't know whether he needs to change formation up a little bit. Willock now fighting for the ball with Semedo and wins a free kick. I thought Willock had stayed down there, but he's up.
Me.
For just that brief second, I thought, uh-oh, here we go again. Clue says, no plan B, no plan C. Every game, the same crap. Teams have worked us out, yet we don't change anything. Well, I mean, look, he's brought 3 substitutes on. I mean, Nick Pope's goal kick. Well, we've managed to keep that in play. Willock trying to work. Doesn't get the ball. Wolves have it back now with Ait-Nouri.
Andre's been very good.
And Bellegarde is taken out by Livramento, and that's a free kick to Wolves.
Oh, dear me.
He looks to have the better of Livramento today, Bellegarde, Billy. And I think Livramento's fortunate not to be in the book there.
Yeah, I agree. We've had a yellow card, didn't we? We have another yellow card earlier. Joe Linton got booked, didn't he, as well?
Yes, he did, Billy. He did. There you go. As Johnson up the field, it goes again. Shares under this for Newcastle, but it just drops to Bellegarde. Ait-Nouri back to Bellegarde. Ait-Nouri again. Wolves just knocking it around in the midfield. And Bellegarde once again fancies a run at Livramento. Livramento stands him up this time, though. Wolves have it again. Andre again. Long ball across the field to Semedo. And at the moment, it's all Wolves now, Billy. We just can't seem to get the ball.
No. They're knocking it around like they have a top 4 side.
Joe says Wolves don't have a yellow card. They do. I'm pretty sure they do.
It's a foul, ref.
Can someone check?
Did they book Semedo? I'll have a look.
I'm pretty sure someone was booked, which is why I've got it on there. Here's Harvey Barnes, though, running at them onto his right foot. Curling ball into the box. And again, Wolves just simply clear it, and Lamina bursts away. Good work by Willock. But again, he gets through Willock and he gets through Murphy.
No, they've got no yellow cards, Wolves.
Okay. I don't know why. Or maybe I put Joe Linton's on that. I don't know. What the hell? I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with Mascara, Billy. I think he's a He looks a talent, him.
There's one or two that's been really good. Mosquera, Andre, Gomez, Cunha, they've all been pretty good. Bellegarde.
Oh, Murphy, you've got to be stronger than that going into a bloody 50-50. Flipping hell, man.
That could be the change, couldn't it? Gordon going on the right side and then bringing a Sula on for Murphy. I guarantee you it'll be bloody Malmo on then.
Well, I don't know why he hasn't brought a striker on. You know, what is the point of signing a striker if he's not going to get on when the other striker's injured?
Look at the room he's got to run into here. Look, no one's gone to him. Yeah, it's all gone a bit Pete Tong here.
Mosquera to Dawson. Dawson on the halfway line now for Wolves. Plenty ahead of him. Rolls it to Lamina. Inside to Andre. Back to Dawson.
Just
Wolves playing it around. Yeah. And now, Cunha's just spun Lewis Hall like he wasn't there. And now plays it out wide to Semedo. Semedo's got an opportunity to get the ball in the box. In it comes. Good defending, Fabian Schär. Corner Wolves. Yep. And again, carved open so easily there, Billy.
Yeah, that's it. If any goals coming, it's coming at the wrong end for us, I'm afraid, at the minute.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it's looking. It looks like Wolves can go and get another goal at the minute, and that's extremely worrying. Schär just puts his arms out as if to say, what the fuck is going on here?
Well, we've got the midfield on that we haven't wanted, apart from Joe Linton, obviously, but has it changed? No, absolutely not.
Well, it's all right changing the players, Billy, but the formation hasn't changed. And quite frankly, you know, we've said for a long time that a lot of teams will work this formation out. As the corner comes in, I think that's another corner. No, I thought that was another corner there to Wolves, but we got away with that one. Goal kick. Ab says Hall is so immobile. He's been beaten a couple of times today, but so has Livramento, to be fair. But we just, I mean, so far, the subs have done nothing, Billy, to change the game. But I'm saying that, you know, why can't we see like a plan B with a different formation? You know, try and surprise other teams, Billy, by changing it up a bit. Fabian Schär now brings it forward, looking for the out ball. It's a lovely pass across into Joe Willock, who's in acres of space here. As is Harvey Barnes on this near side. Barnes heading towards the penalty area now for Newcastle. Lays it to Willock. Willock clips one towards the back post. And it's headed behind for a corner. I mean, you know, there's no striker in there, Billy. It's all right now crossing the ball when Isak's gone off. But, I mean, there's no striker there. There's no physicality because Gordon's not a physical number 9, is he?
No. You've got to...
So we're clipping the ball into nobody.
Well, we've got players in the box now that can get on the end of things, but I mean,
well, Byrne is up again for the corner, but you know we've got so much height. Can we win one? No, headed away again. Barnes flicks it back into the penalty area. Chance here for Newcastle. It was a little flick by Tonali.
No, unlucky.
But fortunately for Wolves, it was straight at Sam Johnston.
Yeah, didn't get the power behind it, did he?
No, it was quick thinking by Tonali, Billy. Just he thought, right, I can't turn, so I'll just have a quick stab at it. But unfortunately, the goalkeeper was straight behind it. 70% for possession for Wolves in the second half, Billy.
Yeah, that's just trying to get back in the game.
70%. That's a disgrace, by the way.
Well, the midfield's dominating. That's why.
Jesus. Andre now to Nuri down the line again, and Bellegarde's just having he's loving this game at the moment. Bellegarde, well, the two wingers are. I mean, Semedo's got the whole side of bloody Wolverhampton here. Nick Thornton, thank you for your super chat. He wants Murphy off and Asula on. That seems the obvious change for me, Billy, because Murphy's done naff all. He had that chance in the first half, but he's done nothing since.
Well, basically, all we're playing for a minute is for them to make a mistake, and don't seem to making one at the minute.
Andre back to Dawson. Across now to Mosquera. And right again, this time Lamina is there. He's got Semedo ahead of him. Lamina's ball in. Oh, it's a great ball! And Pope makes a save. But what on earth? He completely lost Dan Byrne. And it was a free header. He actually could have took that down and buried it, Billy.
Should have scored.
What a chance that was for Wolves. It could easily be 2-0. And Tonali in the right-back position has lost the ball. And Wolves now head towards the penalty area. Cunha with a little turn and curl, but it's over the bar.
Ball from Sandro there.
Yeah, we're all out of the shop, Billy. We are. Look at this. Dan Burn it's a brilliant ball in from Lamina. Wow. I mean, just Jesus Christ.
Because a great ball from Lamina. I'm not sure what Dan Burn's supposed to do there, actually. It's just such a great ball.
I mean, we're just not in this game at the minute, Billy. It's woeful. Absolutely woeful. But now Barnes has it on the left-hand side for Newcastle. Lots of space. Hall makes the overlap. Back to Bruno. Bruno looks for help ahead of him. Lewis Hall now on the left-hand side. Good run from Willock again to the byline. Back to Lewis Hall. Hall now. Back to Barnes. Barnes across for Bruno. But again, nothing in front of Bruno. Hall now.
There's no point crossing it in because no one in the box can hit it.
There's no one in the box, absolutely. Oh, dear God. Oh, fucking mighty. I mean, there's nothing you can say to that, Billy.
What's that?
Oh, it's just awful. But again, we've got the ball in a good position to cross it there, but we have nobody in the box. We have
no focal point. We have no focal point. Yeah, I agree. No focal. Here we go now, though.
Oh, that's nasty by Ait Nouri on Tonali. Says he got the ball. Did he? Chuff in hell like. That's a yellow card if ever I've seen one. Yes, finally. Finally. You weapon of a referee. Got the ball, my fanny. Jesus wept. $63 gone. Wolves 1, Newcastle 0. Free kick in a very, very good position. Trippier is going to come on. Bring a fucking striker on, Eddie. It's Livermore who's coming off. You what, mate?
Will it be for Trippier? Yes.
Where's the striker? Where's the fucking striker?
So I've got one more sub to make. It's going to be Mickey for fucking Murphy. You know it is.
Oh, Billy Howe.
You know it is.
Oh, dear God, no.
Oh, dear me. We've got no focal point in the middle of the park, in the middle of the box. We definitely need a striker one.
Well, Trippier's first involvement is going to take this free kick. Can he find a Newcastle Bonds? Burns got a hell of a bump on the side of his head there, by the way. You seen that?
Yeah. I hope the referee is watching it because I've got a feeling that Burns going to get manhandled here by Lamina.
Yeah, Bruno's trying to step in. In comes the cross, headed away by Cunha. Out to Jacob Murphy. Murphy floats one back in. Burns' header drops just on top of the net. And it's a goal kick to Wolves. Well, I mean, he got up well there, Dan Burn. Loop and header. Johnson had it covered, to be fair to the goalkeeper. I mean, there's a lot of people asking about, why have we brought Asula in, yet we're not playing him when we have a striker injured? Why? We've got...
We need goals. Yeah, I agree.
He's a tall, burly lad who can... A bit of physicality about him, which is what we need in the middle of the penalty area right now. And we don't have it.
Good at that.
Oh, Murphy. Has he won the corner?
Have it?
Oh, he hasn't.
That's a corner.
As we're now looking at Darren Eales and Paul Mitchell sitting up there.
How is that not a corner?
Well, there's a lot of unhappy faces among that Newcastle hierarchy, Billy.
So there should be.
Yeah.
Especially the fellow on the left, as we look at it. He'll be dancing up down the stairs, I don't think.
No, he won't. I mean, there's a whole array of things. Certain players not stepping up to the plate. The manager's decision's a little bit strange. it's an all-round thing, isn't it? But we know that when this happens, it falls on the manager.
Well played, Willock. Unlucky.
You know, it bounces to the manager, Billy. It's always the manager who will get it.
We need a focal point centre forward. We really do. And, you know, 67 minutes are about to come up. Will we see him?
I mean, if we don't, I really don't see the point of playing him, Billy. Quite honestly, of buying him. Why? This is the whole point of buying him. Wilson's not available. Isak's gone off injured. Murphy now for Newcastle. Good ball, that to Willock. Willock's got Barnes outside, and Barnes now into the penalty area. Can he cut in on his right? No, he goes on his left. Great run this by Barnes, and he can't get the ball across. It's blocked.
Mascara yet again.
And that should be a corner for Newcastle there. But I'm not sure Barnes chose the right option. He went for the shot, Billy, when he got right in close.
His last touch was just took him a little bit close to goal. That one there.
Yeah.
And Mascara got in, of course, because he's been absolutely phenomenal for them. But
great run again from Harvey
Barnes.
Barnes.
Yeah, he allowed Mascara to make a challenge.
But again, Billy, Barnes looks lively when he gets the ball. He's driving at the back line.
Yeah.
Trippier's corner, deep back post one. And Johnson collects.
Dan Burn cannot head the ball.
No.
He's fucking awful at it.
Oh, dear. Yes, I said it about Lewis Hall last season, Paul, but at the same time, we haven't got a striker on the pitch. That's the difference today. There's no striker there. And now we're backpedaling again. Cunha's got beyond everybody for Wolves and hits the post again. Why didn't he pull that across? I have no idea. But where was the defending? And now Barnes tries to get away. But again, Mascara with a world-class tackle.
Outstanding.
But where was the defending?
Well, it's just a long ball over the top again, isn't it? And Lewis Hall's weak as piss. Can't get back.
Bruno can't
get back. Burn can't get back.
Oh, hit the arm of Nick Pope there. Just stuck an arm out. Unbelievable. I mean, it's a save by Nick Pope, but I don't think he knew much about it. And somebody's getting booked here.
I think it might be the cone placer.
It might be Jason Tyndall, Billy.
Yeah, the cone placer. The bib collector.
Yeah, Jason Tyndall's been booked. Not sure what that's for, but he's booked. He's having a very interesting discussion with the fourth official.
Just sit down, you plank. You don't offer anything anyway. Just sit down.
Well, I think it's because he came into the technical area with Eddie.
Well, he offers piss all anyway. Just sit on his fucking ass. Nondescript knobhead.
And somebody else is getting booked here.
Well, it should be that blow on the floor. He's just kicked Lewis Hall.
I think it's Semedo who's been booked.
It should have been booked in the first half. And now he's sitting down.
Now he's gone. Now he's gone for a sit down.
Absolute nonsense.
Oh dear me. Well, that's why he's got booked for picking the ball up and throwing it to Joe Willock. What is that not allowed? All he did there was pick the ball up and throw it to Willock for the throw in, and he's been booked. Oh, here's Hwang to come on as well.
Great. 2-0. Might as well put it up now.
It's Bellegarde that's gone off. Do keep subscribing if you're new to the channel, guys. Thank you all for watching Matchday Live here on the Toon Review.
Clever management that from O'Neill, because he's got the pace now going against Clippy, hasn't he?
Indeed, he has. I mean, Cunha's no slouch on this right-hand side, the number 10 either, Billy.
No.
I mean, that breakaway for Wolves there, he just disappeared. 5 appearances, 4 goals for Hwang against Newcastle.
Yeah.
Gordon now. Bruno. Good ball out to Trippier on the right-hand side. Trippier inside to Murphy. Murphy manages to hang on to it. Again, looks to cross the ball, but decides not to.
No one's crossed too. That's what he's what's supposed to do.
And Wolves win the ball back. Trippier's in there, right by the corner flag. Throw it to Newcastle. But again, yeah, he had his head up. He looked for a cross. It didn't arrive. Not because there's
Sounds
nobody
like
there.
And no one was watching him.
Bruno now for Newcastle, heading towards the byline again. Looks for help, wins a corner.
Get this pissing striker on, How? What's the matter with you? We need some more fronts.
Look, there's 19 minutes of the game left. Take Murphy off, put Gordon right, and go for it. Get a striker on the frigging pitch. I don't understand why he's not doing it. Oh, it's a terrible corner. But it comes to Tonali on the edge of the box. Just didn't sit for him. Now Murphy. Trippier is miles offside. That was awful again, man. Trippier shouted for that ball way before Murphy played it. But by the time Murphy plays it, Trippier's offside. Seven shots we've had apparently in the second half, Billy. 2 on target.
Have we? I don't remember any of them, to be honest. According to that, we should have scored a goal nearly.
Well, we haven't. Throw it to Newcastle. Quickly taken. Fabian Schär now. Schär to Byrne. Byrne has Hall ahead of him. Lewis Hall now. Inside to Willock. Willock takes a touch. Heading towards the byline. Again, he's taken out very late. That should be another yellow card, referee. And it is indeed another yellow card to Wolves. Andre sliding in there. Brilliant, brilliant run from Joe Willock, Billy. And that's what he can offer us. Just skips around and then he's cynically taken out.
Well, that's borderline red, isn't it?
Well, here's Harvey Barnes now. Play continues quickly. Barnes onto his right foot, pulls it to Lewis. Again, the time they've got to get a cross in, but there's Bruno skills and it somehow ricochets all the way to Sam Johnston. But there's no, you're right though, Billy, there's no focal point in the middle. And if there's no focal point, what is the point?
It's crying out for physical centre forward. Just give it something to aim for.
I mean, didn't Asula score in the under-21s on international duty? I believe he did.
For Denmark, yeah, I think he did, yeah.
Yeah. No chance for the header, but it's a poor Wolves header. Willock just needs to try and get the ball down under control. He's done really well there. Now Lewis Hall bursts over the halfway line. Hall, not a great ball.
Yeah, Barnes on offside there, which that was the easy pass.
Yeah. I don't think Anthony Gordon's touched the ball since he's gone in front, has he?
He's done a lot of running around, but yeah, he's not hardly had the ball at all.
Oh, that's a poor clearance. Tonali. Now Jacob Murphy into the box. Opportunity here. It's a terrible ball in. That's bullshit, Billy. There's 4 Newcastle players at the back post and he can't hit one of them.
I don't think it's a bad ball. I've got to be honest. I don't think it's a bad ball at all.
Oh, Billy, come on. Watch, mate. Watch. Look how many players we've got here. Look, we've got 4 players and it's a terrible ball in.
Oh, I don't know. It's in the area. It's just bad luck, that is. Anyway, we've got the ball back.
Here's Willock. Bruno spins. Murphy in a lot of space on the right-hand side. Schär decides to take a punt. Oh! Get it! It's hit a deflection, but it's gone in the net. And it's looped into the corner. Fabian Schär deflected off Dawson. And somehow it's time to grab your granny because she's going for a pint in the Black Country. It's 1-1. That's what you get if you try a shot, Billy.
Well, if you buy a ticket, you might have a chance of winning the raffle. And Fabian Schär had a go. And I think that's going in anyway, But what a fantastic goal. And lucky for them. Les Dawson's got himself in front of it.
It's on target, definitely, when he hits it. But
don't believe it.
The deflection takes it over Johnson. And somehow it is 1-1, Billy.
Yeah, unbelievably so. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. You buy a ticket, you might win the raffle, and he just won the raffle.
Absolutely. 1-1, 15 to go. Dear me.
Now, has he got the balls to bring a suit on now and go for it?
Not now, Billy. He won't now, will he?
No, it'd be Kraft.
I think Wolves are going to have to make a change here. Andre's going to have to come off, and Doyle is going to come on for Wolves. I'm not sorry to see the back of Andre, Billy, because he's a very, very good player, that kid.
It's a mysterious injury, though, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Who's the other one? Is that Doherty?
If they bring him back, Doherty on, well, he lost a goal against us and all that twat.
Yeah. Well, Semedo's definitely played his part, as has Andre. So, Semedo and Andre for Doyle and Doherty.
He's got a pissing gum shield in.
Who?
Andre.
Yeah, I noticed that.
What an absolute...
Maybe he's just had surgery on his teeth, Billy. Maybe he's been to Torquay in the international break.
Fucking gum shield playing football. I'll tell you what. I'm coming out in suits of armour next. Fucking chainmail kits.
Well, players underway again. It is 1-1. Time of the goal was 74 minutes and 31 seconds. And somehow we're now 1-1.
Yeah, watch us. Let's sit back now, though. Already it's wounded 4-5-1. Look.
Yeah. Here's Doherty for Wolves. Wolves will be desperately disappointed with that. They were in complete control. And but that's what we've been saying. Why aren't we taking shots? Fabian Schär decides, right, that's it. As Wolves come down the right-hand side now, no sign of Lewis Hall. And Barnes came back, shot comes in, Hall eventually blocks it. But how much space were they had down the right-hand side there? Corner to Wolves.
Yeah, Doherty likes a goal against us. He scored against us before when the Forest manager was in charge, Espiritu Santo, whatever his name is.
Nuno Espirito Santo or Santos or whatever he is. Now manager of Forest, of course. In comes the corner from Doyle. Nick Pope very confidently collects that. And there's two players to the left of him. If he gets on with this, we could be on the break. He's gone right. And Trippier telling Fabian Schär to gallop forward. Murphy stays back. Trippier inside to Murphy. Murphy spins. Murphy still. Out wide to Fabian Schär on the right-hand side. Newcastle need to get players forward.
Yeah, maybe get Schär back.
Here's Schär again. Why don't we just put Schär up front, to be honest? Schär again. This is nice from Newcastle. Oh, Schär! Pulls it back. He could have hit it. Oh, he tried to pull it back for Gordon. I thought he was going to drill that into the far post, but he didn't. He pulled it back. It's out for a corner. Lovely move.
Why didn't he shoot?
I know.
He's going to shoot from 40 yards. I don't do it from 6 yards. Unbelievable.
Short corner from Newcastle United. Back to Trippier. Trippier to Lewis Hall. Hall can in-swing this cross. It's not a great one. Cunha heads it away. And then Nuri clears away for a throw-in. Newcastle suddenly on the ascendancy here. Trippier's going to have to go back to Nick Pope, though. Let's reset and go again, guys. Pope plays it out now to Harvey Barnes on this near side. Barnes immediately wants to have a run at Doherty.
Yeah,
Barnes
to beat him.
Inside to Willock. Willock now. Inside again to Barnes. Barnes looks for help. Barnes steps inside. Harvey Barnes! Oh, that's sensational!
Oh, what a goal!
Fucking goal from Harvey Barnes!
What an outstanding goal!
That is incredible from Harvey Barnes!
Drop me now!
And Newcastle are 2-1 ahead! It's an incredible strike from Harvey Barnes! That is incredible! And Newcastle United lead by 2-1. Grab your granny, because Grandad is on the piss! What a strike, Billy!
Well, it's a phenomenal move. Him and Willock. Doherty was wanting there. No pace. Barnes cut inside him. He curves one from 30 yards straight into the top bins.
What a
Johnson's
hit!
got no chance. Johnson's got no chance. Two keepers ain't keeping that out. And again, the question has to be asked, why wasn't he starting the game?
This guy is on fire right now. Ian Chilvers, who's been a member for 20 months, says calling goal of the season now. Well, there was the Villa one last night was a special one as well. But the way he cuts in there and hits that, you are not saving that, Billy. Any goalkeeper.
Well, with Harvey Barnes and John Duran last night, goals on film. 2 minutes later.
And there is the arrow fired by Harvey Barnes. That is sensational, Billy.
Outstanding goal. And now Wolves have got to come out the shell.
And all of a sudden, in the space of 5 minutes, we're 1-0 down to 2-1 up. This is unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. It's a funny old game, as Mr. Greaves once said. Really
Newcastle United. I tell you what, every sudden game, you step on a roller coaster. You spun upside down numerous times through the ride. But somehow, we are leading this game 2-1.
Yeah, and Wolves have made changes to kind of hold on to that lead as well, which is hilarious.
Yeah, it's gone out the window now. Jimmy Barr, thank you for your super chat. In the words of Stato, both them goals were X-rated filth. Get in, man.
Well, the second one certainly was. I mean, the first one was deflected, but I mean, Barnes picked the ball up originally just in their half.
Yeah, brilliant. But here come Wolves. This is dangerous. Trippier's there to clear.
Well played, Kieran. That's what you do.
And there's a Wolves player down in the penalty area. It's not a head injury, so the referee will play on. In it comes again, headed away. He's getting to his feet, though. Gary Clark, thank you for your super chat. Am I misremembering, or was Shaw a leading scorer once during the Assad era? I think he was, actually.
May have been at one point. He certainly was after the first game of the Forest season, the top 4 season, because he scored.
Oh my God, Billy! My blood pressure went through the roof when that goal went in. I'm sure I almost passed out there.
Unbelievable! What a goal! What a strike! And that's what he gives you, £40 million.
Flipping hell!
How's he not starting?
Well, this is it. Play your best players, Billy. We can. George T, thank you for your super chat. This is for 2 fantastic goals. Thank you, buddy. Over 3,500 watching again on both platforms. Please do subscribe if you're new to your #1 Newcastle United channel for commentary of every game. Jill Galad, thank you for your super chat. That's why Barnes should start. Well,
what does they know he won?
Well, he said, "Oh, please, miss, I've been kicked in the shin again." Well, Bruno's down at the minute with a bit of cramp by the looks of things. I don't think that's anything too serious. Ait Nouri is going to need some... he's gone over on his ankle, Billy.
Oh, dear me, yeah.
Oh, that was nasty. Wow. Nobody, just after Kieran Trippier had cleared the ball, Ait Nouri's gone, sort of ran past him, but his studs got caught in the turf and his ankle went the wrong way. That was a painful one, Bill.
Yeah, nasty. Very nasty.
Yeah, Keith Oliver says Gordon was inches from scoring a worldie in the first half as well. Both players should be playing. 100%. Michael McIntyre, thank you for your super chat. Thank you as well for a super chat, Coach Austin. Why he doesn't start Barnes beats me. Grab your granny. Well, maybe this is just a little bit of a thing from Harvey Barnes to say, hey, Eddie, you need me in the side, sunshine. Just seeing the goal again. Look at the curl he gets on it, Billy.
He's got a wand of a right foot, hasn't he? I mean, look at that. That started out 2 yards outside the post. Unbelievable. Well,
I'll tell you something. When he's on form like this, I mean, you've got to play your top players. You've got to. That is a sensational strike. And I swear to God, I was seeing Tweety Pies in front of my eyes celebrating that goal, Billy.
Well, he's come of age today. I mean, we've all been asking for more from Harvey Barnes, but this season, but certainly today, he's come of age.
He's been
excellent. Yeah, he needs to start now.
Yeah, absolutely. Jesus Christ. I mean, 5 minutes to go plus additional time. It is Wolves 1, Newcastle 2. Dr. House, thank you for your super chat. Swiss Superman. What was that? Swiss Superman share and Archer Barnes. Let's go, Newcastle. Now Wolves are having to change it up again. PD Proudlock, thank you for your super chat.
Give me for that, Bangkok.
PD Proudlock says, I said it. That will be more from Barnes this season. Well, we are seeing it. We're definitely seeing it. But Ait Nouri's got to come off. I'm not surprised. Strand Larsen's coming off. Forbes and Guedes are coming on for Wolves.
Well, Gonzalo Guedes is a danger.
Yeah. Abs says possibly an argument to say Barnes has been our best player this season so far. I wouldn't argue with that, Abs. I'm right.
I agree.
Absolutely. But listen, we can talk, when we do the match review tomorrow night, we can talk about that, about should have started. But at the minute, he's on, we're winning. Let's go with that for now.
Yeah, Will Kelly's coming on for us. Look at it.
I have a feeling this could be for Lewis Hall, Billy.
It might be for Bruno.
No, Hall's looked a bit. What is Bruno? Bruno's limping off.
So Lewis Hall probably sitting in that position just in front of the defence.
Yeah. I think it's cramp with Bruno. I don't think it's anything serious. I think it's cramp. Just the way he went down there.
Innocuous, wasn't it, the challenge?
I think it's cramp. So I think he'd be all right for next week. Daniil, thank you for your super chat. That's a winning goal for me. Barnes, superb. Great commentary too, guys. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, Daniil. So Kelly's gone. Okay. Kelly's gone to centre back with Byrne.
Cher's going to play.
Cher's gone to right back.
What? They're playing 3 at the back, I think.
Yeah, we've gone to 5. We're going to. Well, I'm not sure we have, Billy. I think Cher's just gone to right back, mate. Because Harvey Barnes hasn't exactly gone into a left wing back position.
No, because that's where Kelly will. Well, no, it would be Hall, wouldn't it? Hall would be left wing back. Then you have the 3 centre halves and Trippier on the far side.
Yes, that's what we've done. That's exactly what we've done. And Lewis Hall immediately wins the ball and forces Wolves back. Oh, my God.
What's to be about 25 minutes of injury time?
Well, that'll happen, Billy. That'll happen. Long ball from Johnston. Trippier's underneath this one, gets his head on it. Cunha on the ball for Wolves now looking for help. Very nearly caught by Willock there, but managed to get the ball away just in time. And here come Wolves down the right-hand side. Cunha's ball across. Byrne is there to intercept it. Cunha will let this run out for a throw-in right by the corner flag. 2 minutes to go.
Lewis Hall was beaten there again.
He looks knackered, Lewis Hall, Billy. He looks absolutely shattered.
He does, yeah. And Matt Doherty does have a sling on him.
It is going to be Doherty to take this throw in. Here it comes. Long one towards the penalty area, right into the 6-yard. Headed away by Newcastle. And Murphy. Oh, Kelly. It's Kelly. Actually, did bloody brilliantly there. And Newcastle could be away here. Oh, Murphy, get your head up, man. Oh, he's gone to Barnes on the far side. Gordon was free in the middle. Willock's on an overlap. Barnes inside to Tonali. It's a great save by Johnson to his left. But I think we fucked that up royally there, Billy.
Yes, that's the technical term for it, I think. If Murphy had his head up and he could play Gordon in while he was still in our half, not onside 1-on-1 with the keeper.
He was away, man.
Mate,
I would have loved to have seen Tonali score, but my God, we naffed that up completely.
Oh, referee.
Yeah, no free kick, though. And here come Wolves.
Here he is, our mate.
And that's good defending by Lewis Hall. And
That's
again,
really
good defending. And again, great stuff from Lewis Hall, who is now limping and has gone down. Holding, he's got cramp.
Yeah, we ain't got no changes either.
No, we haven't.
Should just held his head and made out it was a concussion injury.
Well, it's definitely cramped the way he was bending his foot.
Yeah, but if he holds his head, then his concussion injury can bring someone else on.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, Billy. I mean, Tonali was in there. Great save by Johnson, but my God. I mean, we royally fucked this up. Look at this. Play him there. Play Gordon in there.
No, right in behind he's in.
But he floats one across.
And even then, he could have still played it then. I mean, he wasn't ever offside, Gordon.
Barnes does really well. It's a good shot by Tonali. Any wider than Johnson, it would have been 3-1. But to be fair, Wolves now asking for a penalty.
Piss off. Oh, good idea, but I don't believe it. 8 minutes. Piss off with your 8 minutes.
Where the fuck has that come from? Where's there a penalty there? Give our man.
It's good defending from Tonali.
Of course it is.
8 minutes. God, and I'm busting for what's the name?
Well, I think VAR have looked at it, Billy, and they've said nay. Rightly so, because if they gave that as a penalty, I would have put my face through the TV, quite honestly.
Keep pressing, Anthony. Keep pressing. You didn't like it. Go on, keep pressing. Yes.
Yeah, keep pressing. Back to Sam Johnson again. Johnson. And Wolves have just got to sling it. Dawson with a long ball and a little scissor kick from Harvey Barnes. But now Wolves come through the middle again, and there's a bit of space for them here.
Les
Not
Dawson.
a great ball, though, from Les Dawson, and he's naffed it up and cleared away by Lloyd Kelly, or could have been Fabian Schär. I've got no clue at this stage, everybody. I'm just seeing purple shirts in masses clearing the ball. I'm getting worried about your bladder, Billy. It seems to be shrinking in your old age.
I've been here for how long? 2 hours, 20 minutes? I'm thinking about debating using this.
Wow. That might not be big enough, Billy.
I'm not fucking Daisy.
No. Wolves have the ball again, and it's with Mascara. He's floated it's a terrible ball in. Tonali's clearance is just get it anywhere now. Is just out is where the ball goes. Racer supporting Newcastle is not good for your health. It's definitely not, because I'm sure I nearly passed out when Barnes scored there. I mean, I was screaming. I didn't know whether to throw my headphones down, but last time I did that, I caused serious damage to some of my equipment. So I sort of just remembered that. Oh, what a save, Nick Pope!
Oh, so
my God, what a save! That was going in the bottom corner for Wolves, but he's managed to get his hand to it. And now Fabian Schär puts his foot through it to clear the ball. Wow, what a save!
Outstanding save. It's unbelievable save.
That is top draw stuff from His Holiness Nick Pope. Couldn't you with a volley?
It's a great effort as well, isn't it? Let's be honest.
And he's at full stretch, but Wolves come again. Kelly heads away for Newcastle. Come on. I mean, we'll look out on our feet. I mean, this is sort of backs to the wall. Cunha's ball in. That's Nick Pope's. Wolves want a penalty again. Shut up, you cheeky barstool. You are cheating again. Get up.
I swear, he pushed me over. Fuck off, you lying twat. Sorry about the language, folks, by the way. I know there's children watching.
Yes, there's children watching, but again, Billy, it's football.
Yes.
It's nothing you don't hear. I mean, that's just a dive. There's nothing that you don't hear at a football match. That's the end of story.
I've not sworn at a football match since I was about 3. I think I was swearing then.
Well, I mean, how are you? Dear me. Anyway, it's called passion as well. You know what I mean? You sort of lose control when you get passionate about Newcastle United. It's bloody football, man. Anyway.
5 minutes to last out. Come on, lads.
Yes. Wolves coming forward again. They are looking very, very dangerous at the moment, Wolves. It's back to the wall stuff. In comes another cross. Headed back across, and Lloyd Kelly really, really quick with his reactions
to head
that away. Now Gordon thrown to the floor. Ah, that's a foul, ref, surely. Thank you very much. Oh, my God, look at the fit. He looks like he's going to kill the linesman.
And Nigel Benn.
Forbes, his eyes nearly popped out his head. Gary Clark, thank you for your super chat. Yet another great save, but let's talk footwork. Yeah, his footwork was superb here. Just seen it again. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, that step to the left and just a step to the right. And with his hands on his hips, he pushed the ball out right.
Yes, fantastic, Billy. Cunha will be gutted because he did everything right, Cunha there. Caught the ball really well.
If that had gone in, I'd have said, what a Cunha, that's for certain.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, how was Forbes not booked there? Because Dan Burns being booked for dissent. Forbes, basically, his eyes, it was like one of them cartoons when his eyes get 6 foot away from his face and then go back in again. Dissent of the highest order, referee. Hall now plays it to Murphy, who's down by the corner flag. And he will just keep it there. And wins a throw in. Well played, Jacob. I mean, coming up to 95 minutes, 3 minutes to go, Billy. Last time we looked at the director's box, they had faces like poo.
Darren Hills is definitely warming up for a robot dance or something.
Yeah, he is. Absolutely.
They're not going to book Jacob Murphy for time wasting. He's
time wasting. Yeah.
Forget the ball that went down the prison tunnel. What an absolute jockey that ref is.
And there was no other ball there because the ball girl's just putting one down now. So there was no ball there in the first place.
I'll play Jacob.
You monumental tosser. Unbelievable. It's only his first one of the season, though. Well, here come Wolves. As Newcastle backpedal to get into shape. Coming up to the final 2 minutes of additional time. Wolves 1, Newcastle United 2.
Well, for a minute there, it looked like Lewis Hall was the centre forward.
Yeah, he's playing high up as Lewis Hall, actually. I think Lewis Hall has got into midfield, Billy. No doubt about it. He's the furthest player forward.
I think it's because he's got the cramp and he's less of a worry there, I guess. He's winning a what now?
He got the cramp. the cramp. Like it's some sort of disease. He got the cramp. Anyway, Wolves are still pressuring Cunha now. Doyle sends it long into the penalty area. Headed across. Come on. Cleared away by, I don't know who, but Lewis Hall tries to get the ball, but he can't run at the minute, the youngster. And it's come to Doyle again. Long ball again. Trippier can't get there. Headed back. Lewis Hall can't get there. It's like we're playing with 10 men right now. Hall can literally not run. But he's still giving it everything he's got.
He's struggling to limp.
Now, into the box it comes again. Trippier getting manhandled by Lamina, but it goes all the way to the far side now by the corner flag. Lamina plays it inside. And a touch from Cunha. Plays it across. Brilliant defending, Fabian Schär. It comes back to Lamina, who didn't even know the ball was there.
He might have been offside as well.
Well, the flag hasn't gone up. It's into the box again. Shot deflected. Goal kick.
Half zone man. Les Dawson got in the way. Own goal at one end and then got in the way of the shot in the other.
Well, the offside flag has finally gone up.
Finally. Knob it.
And Newcastle will take their time with this. Holy shit. I tell you what, Billy, the last few minutes, there's been a tortoise head. Yeah. I mean, I've been touching cloth many, many times in this second half. Yeah, Dawson's offside.
Les Dawson's offside, but I think he's blocked him. If he weren't there, I think he's going in. Yeah. Knickers.
Well, that's, Dawson's, he's put one in his own goal, and now he's blocked one for us. So he's having a good game for Newcastle.
Good old Les.
Long ball. The 98 minutes are up.
Go on, ref, get that whistle in your mouth.
Why is there any additional time on top of the 8? You absolute monstrous bell end. Tonali plays a lovely ball to Willock.
Oh, well
Willock,
played.
Brilliant run from Harvey Barnes. Can he get there? Yeah, that's majestic, but he's just put it wide.
Oh, piss my pants.
Oh, wow. Brilliant play from Newcastle. And Barnes, this is a majestic flick over the keeper. But there it is. Newcastle United have come from behind again and won at Wolverhampton Wanderers by 2-1. And I tell you what, my ass is going like a rabbit's nose, Bilson. It is unbelievable. How have we got the win?
My bladder's percolating at the minute.
Well, you can go and wee because Stato's here, so you go and get your bladder percolated.
I'm going to piss. See you in a minute.
Never in doubt. Never in doubt.
Oh, my God, Alex.
League, by the way.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, how, Alex? Just how?
Look, I mean, I think we learned a lot of things today as a fan base. I think we learned a lot. We learned that Lewis Hall, definitely there are things to be worked on there. It's stamina, pace. We can see now the reasons why maybe Hall has not been getting the nod for the last 12 months in a lot of fixtures. He does need to learn. And it was, as we said at half-time, bringing on a couple of extra players doesn't necessarily mean the game's going to change. And it didn't. We didn't wrestle control. We still look nervous. However, it's some fantastic finishing. You know, Harvey Barnes deserves a lot of credit. It's the exact reason we purchased him.
A lot of credit?
Well, a lot of credit. We cashed in on Alan Saint-Maximin specifically to go for somebody with more output. And he's delivering. That's exactly what we needed from Harvey Barnes. If you're going to come in to replace a trickster, you need to come in and actually score goals. And he is doing that. He's giving us the goods. It was a very poor season for him with injuries last year. And he's got us 3 points. And dare I say it, me, you and Billy all predicted 3-1. And he's mugged us off there with that little chip that he's missed at the end.
He has. He's mugged us off the bastard.
Should have been 3-1. But
damn Harvey Barnes.
Where's this 8 minutes come from, by the way? Because there was no
there was a lot of substitutions, wasn't there, to be fair?
But there was a triple. Like, that takes 10 seconds. You know, a very long 8 minutes that was.
Geordie Dan, thank you for your super chat. Simply says, my bloody blood pressure. Jimmy Barr, thank you for a super chat. Barnes is X-rated, Stato. Yeah, Agent Extremes, thank you. My Apple Watch tried calling the services. Well, I think had I had one on when that Harvey Barnes goal went in, I definitely, I lost all my senses in my arms and everything. I don't know what happened.
It's one of those clean strikes where as soon as he touches it, you know it's going top bins. It's just that kind of. It's almost like a football game. It's like FIFA. As soon as he touches it, it's going to just be top bins.
I mean, look, and everybody needs to be careful because they forget, like me having an illness like I do. When you see Harvey Barnes score like that, and your black and white blood just suddenly starts to just.
Fine, we're going to win the league, guys. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I've just pissed like Frankel.
I mean, we are second behind Man City and Arsenal, so third behind Man City and Arsenal, should I say?
Joint second.
Yeah, but the thing is,
they got
still nowhere near playing our best football either.
Well,
we're playing poor.
Well, of course we did play well in patches. We've said that all season, though. We've played well in little bits of games to win the games. But, I mean, look, the first 20, 25 minutes were brilliant. They really were brilliant. But I'll tell you something. I don't know, why we brought Asula in, Alex.
Yeah, well, we ran out of substitutions. We did run out of substitutions. Again, yeah, it's a strange one. He's going for the tried and tested. As we saw with Lewis Hall 12 months ago, it takes a long time for Eddie Howe to be happy with new players. They really have to take time to learn the system, to understand every facet of what they've got to do, pressing, defensive. Well, we say that, and Sean Longstaff put in that kind of performance. But that being said, yeah, poor Lewis Hall at the end of that. He had a poor game. His passing range and decision making that we saw in preseason that was fantastic was just not present today. He was slow. He was really slow getting back. He cramped up. He cramped up so badly that they stuck him up front for the last 5 minutes because they were like, right, you can't run. Just go move around up top. I've never seen anybody put a left back up front just because they've cramped up too much. So I think it's very obvious why Lloyd Kelly's coming now.
Yeah, we went in the chat at half time. We had lots of Wolverhampton Wanderers fans in, well, 2 or 3 anyway, saying Magpie devoured by the Wolves. Strangely, they're not here now.
Yeah, they've disappeared, haven't they?
Where you gone, like? Where are you?
Where are you? John Adams, thank you for your super chat. Win next week and beat Man City at home and we'd be top of the table. Just like that, yeah. Just like that, John. No bother.
Well, if we can get it to start clicking, you imagine where we'll be.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to disappear because we've got a family member's got to go to A&E, so we've got to vanish. But everything's okay, so it's fine.
All right, dude. We'll see you tomorrow night for the review.
See you tomorrow night, mate.
So that was Stato with a brief entrance to the. That doesn't sound right. A brief entrance, but never mind. Channel Right with a super chat says, I was slagging Pope's passing, but world-class save. Yeah, saved. Well, he won the 3 points in the end, didn't he? It was, brilliant save. Spike Milligan, thank you for your super chat. I don't think my heart can take more of this. I mean, Billy, it's. I don't think people realize how exhausting it is commentating on Newcastle United.
Yeah, your mouth goes all dry, doesn't it? You feel you get
palpitations.
I'll never forget the share goal against PSG. I honestly thought I was going to make my make it that night. Honest to God. It was ba-dang. I actually did it on the commentary. Ba-dang. It was fucking poking at me fucking chest.
Well, I went to jump about my chair when Barnes' goal went in and throw my headset off, but I couldn't feel my arms. My arms just didn't function. And I thought, I best stay in my seat here and play the goal music because I think I'm going to faint. Relax, Reflect. Thank you for your super chat. This is why we love football. Great show, lads. For anybody that sort of tunes into this channel and thinks, why do we call supporting Newcastle United a roller coaster? I think the start of this season has proved why we call it a roller coaster, because 1 minute you're up, you're loving it, and then you just come down so quickly, and then it spins you around a few times on a loop-de-loop, and then suddenly you come out right at the end. It's unbelievable.
We haven't really played 90 minutes of fantastic football yet, have we?
No, we haven't.
Surely the confidence has got to come at some point. Surely he's actually to start getting into his stride and start scoring. It's really positive. We're winning games without really playing fantastically well. So, I love Joe Willock today, by the way. Ali B is quite right. Joe Willock was fantastic when he came on.
Yeah,
today.
he was. I mean, look, he's a massive addition to the squad.
Yes.
When he's fit, massively. He's proved that in some of the games he's played this season. Sean, who's been a member for 14 months, thank you for your support, Sean. What a win. Thank you for another great show, lads. Love the TTR crew. Thank you very much, Sean. Much appreciated. Barnes has been our best player this season and hasn't started half the matches. Eddie, you tool, says Joe. Dowsy, thank you for a super chat. I said 3-0. Well, 3 goals anyway. We
all said 3-1, and if we went for Barnes doing that shit.
Alex said he's mugged us off at the end there, hasn't he? Keith Truskin, another super chat. Great win, but still have issues with Howe's team selection. Yes, Keith, but the problem is, if we win a game like that and we start saying things like that, then we get called negative, even though it's fact. There is a lot to talk about from that game. Lot to talk about. What's the matter, Billy?
The main event's gone to the piss in golf.
Yes, it has. I wouldn't have thought you minded that.
I know. I want to see what they're saying. I won't hear it, but I'll see it.
So I was saying, there is a lot to talk about from this game, Billy, because, Eddie's got out of jail. There's no doubt about it. He started the wrong lineup. And I think we all know that. He started the wrong team. But listen, at the end of the day, we've come through and actually won the game again. But, a lot of comments were coming in earlier on saying, wait till we play the big boys. We'll get found out then. But we normally step it up against the big boys.
Yeah, I agree. I think we do. We do step it up. He got team selection wrong today. I mean, Tonali should have started. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Should have started. But apart from that, I mean, Barnes, should he have been dropped after his Spurs goal? I don't think so, personally.
No.
But he wanted Murphy in to help Livramento. I think Trippier has to start the next game, if I'm perfectly honest. I think it's time for him to start.
Timo's had a couple of poor games, yeah.
Trippier looks back to somewhere near his best. So I'd like to see
all the speculation's gone now as well, hasn't it? Will or won't he leave the club? He hasn't got to. That's out of the question now till at least January. So his head's in the game again, and footballing wise anyway. And I thought he was good when he came on today. But Tino's just had a couple of not so great games, but that's the beauty of having Trippier there. If Tino does have a couple of dodgy ones, he can take him out of the firing line for a while and put Kieran Trippier in.
Yeah, come on. And when Bruno went off, of course, he took the leadership role on.
Yeah.
He's back to near his best now.
And
so I'm starting him. And the other one, people got to remember this. We've scored with two worldly goals. The second one was a worldie. First one was deflection. But we still didn't really create anything through the middle, apart from when we were leading and they were pushing up. We did need a focal point in the centre forward position in the second half, I thought.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think, there's a lot of questions still. But it is very early in the season still, of course. We've only played 4 games. We can say Eddie got this wrong, Eddie got that wrong, but Eddie can turn around and say, excuse me, we're unbeaten and we're third in the table. So, or joint second, if you like. But so he's got that to come back. Yeah. I think there's a lot of, the Man City game will be a test. So will Fulham away. I mean, Fulham, they're on 5 points, the 12th in the league. We normally do well at Fulham, to be fair. So, but I think he's got to start getting his team selections right, because he's relying on substitutions all the time coming on and making the game different, which has happened again today. But it's worked. But, for these players that are playing so well, like Harvey Barnes, scoring goals, he's on a high. You've got to play him. You've got to play him.
Yeah, you've got to. And even though it makes us, I mean, we were on XG and everything today, so it's a deserved victory. We won on possession. We won on passes in the final third. The only thing we didn't win on was touches in the opponent's box, but expected goals 1.21 against 0.99. So, yeah.
Look, we controlled the majority of the first half. The last 15, we fell into a shell a little bit. Second half, they started the strongest. We made changes, and then we started coming into the game. And then, obviously, Wolves are the home side. The 2-1 down. You expect them to make a massive push at the end. Of course they will. And, Nick Pope is there to make a great save. That's what he's there for. Simon Yorkshire, thank you for your super chat. Unlike last season, Harvey Barnes is suddenly a warrior. Not just good when the going is good. Your commentary is electric, stressful, but brilliant.
Well, this is what we asked for him to make a difference, and he has made a difference on 2 or 3 times.
Absolutely. He's stepped up the plate.
Outstanding.
And it's not just what he's done with the ball, Billy. It's his work rate that seems to be improving, because I know you called him out a couple of times last season saying that, he just disappeared. But his work rate has been, every time he's been getting the ball this season, he's wanted to take players on, and he's made a massive difference.
And he's not predictable either. He goes on the outside, he goes on the inside. He mainly cuts inside, but occasionally he'll go on the outside. That right foot. I mean, he got that finesse shot into the top corner off to a tee. And he did it against West Ham that season, didn't he, as well? So it's not like he didn't do it that season. He did it once or twice, but this season,
I mean, his goals are going to kill me, Billy. They are. They're going to finish me off.
Yeah.
Super chat in from Jimmy Barr. Thank you again, Jimmy. It was hard to keep quiet with Barnes' goal. At work, 1:30 a.m., sleeping in joint rooms. Biggest silent celebration ever. Here's some of the winnings I got for the Gunners Toon multi. Great commentary as always. How are the lads? Thank you, Jimmy. And Anthony Stafford with a super chat. My old bladder can't handle this. Sympathise with Bill.
Yeah, that was tough going.
You could have gone to the toilet though, Billy. I mean,
I don't want to miss the pissing game. Imagine going to the toilet and missing that goal.
Well, yeah. I mean, you would have been devastated had you missed that. Anthony says Barnes got 5 goals last season. He's already got 2 so far and assist this.
He looks more comfortable in the team, doesn't he? He just looks like, and he contributes every game. He has to start. He
does. But anyway, that is it for Matchday Live. Thank you so much to everybody for joining the Toon Review, of course. Please do subscribe if you're new and you like what you see. We go live most days every week. We've got new shows, etc. Revenger, thank you for your super chat. Below average performances so far this season, and we're third. Winning ugly with 3 points is needed for any top team. I'd rather have 80 points versus 80 goals.
100%. He's right.
Absolutely. Yeah,
he's right.
But thank you very much for all your super chats and memberships. Mods, fantastic job again. Thank you so much. And a big thank you, of course, to my co-commentator, Billy Bob, and for Alex's insight at halftime and full time. We are back tomorrow, 7 o'clock, live with the match review. A lot of talking points, despite the fact we won the game. But there is a hell of a lot to go through. And of course, we'll do the player ratings as well. If there's any Newcastle news to bring you before then, you will get it right here on the Toon Review, either live or as a video. But until then, have a fantastic Sunday evening, folks. What a game. And Newcastle now lie third in the table. It's finished. Wolves 1, Newcastle United 2. We will see you next time. Good night.
See you over Evermore NUFC and a wider lads and lefties.
Come back and check out some green.